dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, I guess for some. How's everybody doing? What's happening? What is going on, y'all? TGIF. I feel like, thank God it's Friday. It's been a long fucking week, hasn't it? I feel like it's been a long fucking week. What's everybody up to? I think the link is pinned, so if anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. Well, I was reading a message. I didn't want to share it out loud until, I know it's okay. But anyhow, let's see. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? What is popping off in these streets? I know it's a whole lot of fuckery. So the link is pinned. Come on up. Let's get this party started. True Texan, I seen you last night and I was going to say, hey, but I just didn't want to cause no trouble over there, so. But you were being a sweetheart and that was really nice of you. You never know where I'm going to be hiding out at. You never know. You never know. Dolly was live at 6 this morning. Damn. And Merc, quit calling me out. Quit calling me out. You know I'm always fucking late. Don't talk about that shit, okay? I'm always fucking late. It doesn't matter what I set the time for. I am always late. It does not matter. Like, I'm going to be fucking late to my own damn funeral. That's what's going to end up happening. I'm always fucking late. So don't be calling me out, Merc. Don't be doing me like that. Shit. Cut me some slack here, babe. Cut me some slack. Hey there, babe. You want your camera on or you want it off? Got it off? All right. What's happening, baby?
So where was you lurking at last night?
Where all? Well, okay, hold on. Before you ask me where I was lurking, where all was you at last night?
Triple T's. Let's see. Tam Fam's channel, I guess. And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I can't remember anybody else's upset.
Yeah, Tam Bam. You never know where I'll be lurking. You never know. But Tam Bam.
So you was hiding over there, huh?
No, I just was scrolling. Well, I'm not subscribed to her or nothing, and I don't really follow her or anything. But last night I was scrolling through my news feed or whatever, and bam, she popped in, and she was like playing some weird lady on her screen. There was some lady with like black hair. I don't know who it was or what in the hell was going on, but she was being super, super weird. Like this lady with the black hair was, and I think she's like talking shit to Tam. I'm not sure who she is or what's going on with the whole situation because I didn't stay long enough to find out. But I just seen you in there in the chat saying hey or whatever, so I just was like, oh, that was sweet. They were being mean to her or something. You were being nice. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, she gets her share hate.
Oh, I bet she does.
No,
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. And I really, even though me and Ryan disagree on shit, I really feel like it's horse shit for them to go after his mom. And I think they need to leave his mom alone and leave her the fuck out of stuff.
Yep. There's plenty of other material there to work with without after going after those two ladies.
Yeah, really, for real. I mean, I understand like the laughing and the joking and stuff, like that's okay, but they're taking stuff way too far. And when Tam starts crying and it's getting to her, like it's really messing with her, I don't like that at all. And just because I don't even have any issues with Tam, I really don't even have any issues with Ryan's mom. I mean, that's Ryan's mom and she was sticking up for him when we were going at it. So I would stick up for my kids. I can't blame her for that. You know what I mean? Like I like her. Honestly, I like them both. I don't have any reason to dislike them. I don't know them. So, I mean, like I said, I like them both from what I've known, from what I've seen. But I just think it's really sad that she gets a lot of the shit. She gets the shit into the stick a lot. So, I don't know why. I don't know what she did because I don't watch her or nothing like that. So I don't know what all happened. But I just think it's bullshit that Patty gets blamed for a lot of Ryan's shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people take it out on her. And I don't think that's fair.
Well, I missed the first of it. I was over at Triple T, so I don't know the lady
that
was there causing the issues or whatever. They
Gotcha.
were over at Triple T's and then was talking about the Upchurch Matthews deal.
Okay, let's get into that. The church and the Matthews. what's up? What you think about that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's two sides to every story, you know. I mean, personally, this is just a guess. I would think that after what Ryan supposedly was going to do to Cashville on remixing those first 3 albums, Chase probably looked at that and said, better start looking out for myself. Would be my guess, but I don't know.
Well, I think, Willow, what's up, man? I think that after he's seen like the way things were going and the way things were, how things were happening with, what all was going on with Ryan and Johnny Cashville and the stuff here, you know what I mean? Like with everything as a whole, I think it made him nervous.
It probably did. It would me. I mean,
me too. Seriously.
If it's I don't know. I'm not a Chase Matthews fan anyway. I mean, I've only listened to his music a couple times, but that you got to look out for yourself in life. That is what it is. Both of them could probably done better at it. You know what I mean? But that's kind of shit I don't understand. Grown ass men putting all that shit on either side out there on the internet. Screw it. I wouldn't do that, but it's like I say, that's just me. I'm not rich either, so maybe I'm the one who's not got it figured out. I don't know. Willow was over there though. He was listening to
it. Tams or what? Or Ryan's shit with the.
He was over there at Triple T's listening to that shit too. He was up on
for
a while, so.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I just think that oh, hold on, we got 2 people coming up. What's up, Cap?
What up?
What's happening, babe? What's up, B-Tim?
What's up, B-Tim?
What's up? How you doing?
Change my avatar.
I was thinking about trolling you a little bit, but then I thought I'd be kicked immediately if I did that, so I did not.
Let's change my
I was waiting for
it. Hold on. Sister No Cap.
So what's the discussion today?
Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Right now we were talking about Ryan and Chase.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that real quick.
First of all, I think Chase is fine as hell, so let's get that out there. And I think he would do way better than Upchurch and Shit Squad. That's all I got to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was talking to my buddy. I was talking to my good buddy True Texan in the chat. Okay, and I love you from
True Texan. Oh, by the way, I called you back the other day and you didn't answer the phone. You asked me to call you.
Whoa.
You asked me and he didn't answer the phone. So I was like, man, I think he's blowing me off. He said, "Fuck rude," and I was really upset about it because I went out of my way to make sure I made that call to him. For Texan, I was really hurt by that.
I hope he knows we're fucking with him. Oh my god!
You better know we're messing around with you.
This is 8 o'clock in the freaking morning, man.
He's like, you bitches start way too early.
Coming early, yeah. We get on our bullshit really early.
Fool, I am up at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, hitting this bitch up first thing in the morning. Like, did you see what happened last night, bitch? Like,
well,
seriously.
Fill me in. What happened? Like, I'm a little lost in this.
Okay,
so before you guys get started, I'm gonna go download this. But the Hive got more fan mail, y'all.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh,
fantastic.
Okay. So before we go down whatever happened on like the other side of stuff, because I don't think it has anything to do with Upchurch and Chase, but so I was talking to my good buddy True Texan in the chat just now, as some of you may have seen us telling secrets, talking about Loki being on Ryan Upchurch's side. Shh, don't tell anybody, please. To my buddy,
is that Texan. Why you have the avatar on? For you're asking for forgiveness?
Pretty much. Sister No Cap is here to ask for forgiveness. I mean, I could change it up to Sister Pride too. It just depends on what the subject is. Anyhow, I went back and read the article again. Okay. I can see where he is taking this. I mean, yesterday I was like, I see why he has his feelings hurt, but now I see the way it's worded and how it is attaching him to his team. Like he's making a statement basically saying like, Ryan Upchurch gave me an opportunity to put me on the map, and he just went on to say, he didn't exclude himself from Ryan when he went on to say, we as a team are making these moves, blah, 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 blah. So it kind of implies that Ryan's part of the team. Now, because yesterday I didn't see it that way. But then I read it again, and I think because that part was highlighted when I Googled it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I see what he saw. And I totally acknowledge like him getting his feelings hurt though, because
here's the whole article, right? There's the whole article right there, and here's the part that's circled. This is like, okay, so it's clicked.
Ryan Upchurch.
Oh, somebody's got feedback.
I appreciate that. Hold on. Let me try fan. Is that better?
Yeah, I don't hear any.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I just heard myself.
Okay. Oh, you just heard echo. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I heard myself.
I'm putting my fan back on.
Somebody's got their YouTube on.
I don't hear it. I don't have YouTube on.
I don't have anything else open, and I'm hearing myself.
Hold on, I'm gonna close out every tab.
Is it you, True Texan, maybe, or is it Cap?
I don't know. I don't hear it from anybody.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can hear it. No, it's not True Texan. He's muted. Let me mute B Tim. Can I still hear it? Let me see. Oh no, you muted yourself, Cap. Unmute. Let me see if it's you. Yeah, I was gonna see if it was you real quick.
Okay.
No, I'm not hearing myself either. Okay, well, I was trying to see if it was you. So I was taking B Tim. You know what I mean? I was muting to see if it was you. Okay, well, I'm not hearing it no more, I guess. You must have fixed it. More might have fixed on its own. Shit, I don't know. Fuck StreamYard.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, StreamYard.
It's the demonic forces, I tell you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I just shoved my laptop. I wish you could have seen that. I just shoved my laptop when I did that.
I bet you fucking did. Fucking Patty Lynn, she fucking tripped out that night, dude. It was really cute, actually, the way she tripped out like that. Okay, so Ryan Upchurch, here, I'm going to read it. Ryan Upchurch gave me an opportunity Ryan Upchurch gave me an opportunity that put me on the map. Looking forward, we wanted to maintain how we work, but grow the team in order to build bigger. Now I see where when I read the article as a whole and didn't just read this paragraph by itself, did you understand what I mean? Like, I get where he is like, wait a minute, you're making it sound like I'm still on your team. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be unbiased and objective and not be like, okay, I can't stand Ryan for these reasons and not be fair, right? And because I get it. Like, I feel like he probably took this guy under his wing, gave him a lot of, like, opportunity, right? And
well, see, that's the thing. You can't give people a fucking truck. You can't give somebody a truck, a guitar, and other things, and then when they fuck you off or fuck you over, say, I want my shit back. You have to give it to them knowing that they're probably more than likely going to fuck you over, period.
Well,
you just have to know that.
Okay, even with that being said, though, is it really considered fucking over when he...
Well, to him, it is.
To him, I get his feelings being hurt, but I don't see being betrayed. Like, I understand that he is, but what I don't understand, because he's like, I guess he's just not at a standpoint. You would think he'd be at a standpoint like, I tried to teach him better than that. He's going to learn on his own. Instead, he's like, fuck you, and the horse you rode in, I'm going to burn your truck up, and fucking blah, 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 and like, whatever, dude. Like,
so if I'm understanding this correctly, and I don't know the whole backstory of Ryan. Basically, he's mad because he built this guy up, gave him a guitar, gave him a car, and now he's claiming that he has, this guy who's raped or art a 13-year-old girl in his title.
Well, no. Before that came out, the day before, he did a video just on the fact that he signed with Warner. He was mad about that. Okay. He was mad about him signing with a major label, saying like, "You're not about being a holler boy. You're fake. You're not like about this being an independent artist. I taught you all these things, and I showed you the way, and I was calling you to, seeing if you wanted me to go to meetings, and you excluded me." And then the next day is when he came out with the RS, or not the RSO, but the accusations on that one guy that's in the county line video, which, get this, that was released or distributed or whatever we're going to call it through Holler Boy Records. So how is he not knowing who's in these fucking videos?
Well,
see, that's a valid point, right?
yeah.
That's a valid point. See, that was the point I was making yesterday.
Is this Willow?
If you're going to hold him accountable.
What's up, Willow?
How you doing, sweetheart? If you're going to hold him accountable for who's in his video, as if I am truly my brother's keeper and associated with everything anybody I hang out with in my friend circle's past, if I'm responsible for this, then how does your much better, much wealthier, much more equipped research team not know that you're only artist best friends with the apis? You get what I'm saying? How do you not know that?
Alleged.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What?
No, one's not alleged. See, that's the part nobody's catching. Is this?
Wait, there's more than one?
There's 4 charges. There's a 2014 charge where they got hit with 3 counts of statutory. That's done been resolved. That was a plea arrangement to some degree. So you can say the words now. Now, he copped to a statutory thing. Or he copped to something. That's what he was initially charged with. I don't know what he actually copped to, but there was a 2014 charge that had 3 counts. That's an old.
Where did you get this information from? From this guy.
Church truck.
There was an article, and then so there was an article I went and looked into, and then I went to like Intellis background thing, like check thing, and it's listed, and it looks to be him, same age, same guy. But it does not. The one thing though, it doesn't say what his exact convictions were at the end of it.
Yeah, that's why I think it was a plea thing. I think he was hit for this. What he actually pleaded to was probably lesser, I'm sure. But then it happened. And this is where I'm kind of off the train a little bit, because I said this to Triple T last night. I said, look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I got a whole bunch of family that has no idea I'm a super duper duper felon. They don't know. People think just because you're close to somebody that you know everything they do. I actually disappeared for a while. It was called jail, and nobody even noticed. And I didn't even advertise where I was at. I told everybody, hey man, it's life, So I don't think you know everything.
So,
but when you have a trend of it, though, if we've got a 2014 charge and we can see pictures of these 2 guys hanging out in 2011, and it happens again in 2021, okay, now it's a little bit of a problem.
Where's the pictures from 2011, though? Where'd you see that?
I don't know. Triple T pulled out some photos that
dated
back to 2011, 2012, something like that. I know it was pre-2014.
So, just so I can get it clear, the guy who's been in that article yesterday with the 13-year-old had charges previously for 2011, but we still haven't linked
2014.
2014. I heard 2011 for some reason. Maybe I
2011 was just the pictures that they were. Basically, the argument is, well, Chase may not have known.
Okay,
true. Chase may not have known.
So you're saying the 2011 is the pictures for the video, or is it?
The 2011 is just pictures surfacing that you can find those 2 together, Chase and the guy who's been accused of all this.
And they were minors in 2011 because he was only 19 in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, and that makes that a little more. Look, I'm by no means excusing it, but in 2014, he's 19, 20. In that particular state, it would have to be sub 16. Which would make it, look, again, not saying it's good, but I'm saying 15,
it's
18,
not as bad.
16, 19.
13, yeah.
Yes, you can't call that the P word. You can call that a bad life choice. You can't call it a P word.
You technically can't call it the P word because it's not the definition. Correct.
Okay, because you're confusing me. I'm a little confused because if I'm a little confused.
The whole story is this. Here's the breakdown synopsis of it, right? Okay, so Holler Boy Records, like most artists, is just basically a rich person who starts their own label, who's a musician. So Church starts a label. The only artist he brings in is Chase Matthews. He brings this guy in, polishes him up, shows him to the world. Guy starts blowing up. As soon as the contract ends, which there's, you can say it's a disloyal thing. Maybe, maybe not. The fact is the contract's over. Most places automatically renew. Apparently, church didn't. So he is a free agent as of right now. You'd think he would have hung out and stayed with church and Creek Squad. He didn't. The moment the ink dried and the contract was over, next thing you know, surprise, your artist didn't say shit to you and just went and signed with Warner Brothers Nashville. Because Warner Brothers is going to make him a superstar. Remember the other day I said there's a difference between a rock star and a superstar? You're about to see it. One's a rock star. One's about to be Luke Combs.
Okay, continue.
And so he signs this deal as soon as the contract ends with Church. He just goes and signs this deal with Warner Brothers. We obviously know how Church feels about mainstream. He gets furious. Church drops that video. It's about 10, 15 minutes, just blasting the hell out of this kid. Here's where I also had a little bit of a problem. If you would have known any of this stuff about Chase's company he's keeping, you would have led off with that. You would have opened with that. So we now know pretty much that Church didn't know about that. He was just pissed off that his artist just dipped out and went his own way and signed with Warner Brothers. A couple hours later, he starts getting information and intel and then decides to release this stuff about the company Chase is keeping because Chase drops a video that has a guy in it. And that guy apparently is an old-time friend of Chase's that he's used in some videos before. Actually, even did a song with him.
I know.
That would be the guy in question.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. So
while you did, that's pretty much the story.
So that other guy, Chase, did the video, and was it still under the umbrella of the company that Ryan? So basically, the liability of like having this guy having this weirdo. Let's say this guy is. Let's say allegedly this guy's connected to the article. Isn't the liability solely on
falls on Holler Boy and Creek Squad? You would think, right? I mean, how do you not know who your artist is putting in his videos? Absolutely.
I'm not a huge fan of like Chase and Ryan. Like I follow them because of Ryan and I've been following him since Durkee, not since the case, right? So a couple years I'll follow him here and there and whatever. But I go over to County Line because I want to hear the song and I want to see him in the video, and boom, right at the beginning, Holler Boy Records. So I'm like this, if he's going to hold Chase accountable for not knowing and not checking his circle, then what the hell, Ryan? You know what I mean?
That was my point exactly last night, was if you're going to hold him accountable for something somebody may or may not have done, I mean, it's looking pretty mayish, but if you're going to hold somebody accountable for their company that they keep, then how do you not know that your only artist's best friend is said person? How did you miss this? Because you have a much bigger wallet, I'm sure a much more extensive research team. I mean, they're not the best investigators of true crime I've ever seen, but they're obviously pretty adept.
They don't do anything for the articles that defame him with, basically allege that he's dating a person underage, that, they completely fucked that up and they allowed 7 or 8 articles and even a bio to exist. So they're not really doing a good job with that. I mean, they just...
Right.
I think it's as simple as it looks, man. I think it's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a bromance came to an end. You felt this guy should have stayed. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You hate the mainstream music business. You make that really public all the time. Most of us do. Any of us that's worked in it for any length of time has been screwed at least once. I get it. But the fact is that what you're upset about is just business, man. Look, I get it. I do. But it's happened to some of the biggest artists in the world. If you know who ICP is, the entire culture tore in half when the exact same thing happened with Twisted. Twisted said, hey, we want to venture out on our own, and they left ICP and all hell busted loose. You literally have a culture that has 2 entire different factions now. It's like Bloods and Crips over there, okay? You got Twizzlers, you got ICP people. I'm telling you, it will come to blows in parking lots. It's that bad.
Oh yeah, those people they're serious about their shit.
You can point to other artists that do it. So what about NFL teams? Born and raised, wanted to be a Patriot your whole life. Tom Brady. You think there's people in New England now that want to see this guy get his leg broke just because? I mean, he brought you 6 Super Bowl rings. What, you hate him now because y'all didn't want to pay him anymore and he didn't want to retire, so he went somewhere else and won another Super Bowl? Do you hate him now? I just don't get it.
Well, my guess is I feel like his video might be aimed towards hoping that Warner Brothers sees it and then basically drops it.
I think that's exactly what it is.
He wasn't implying it. He literally stated it.
He straight stated it. He said, Warner Brothers, how you feeling about that ink drying now? Boy, I bet you're loving your new artist in the company he keeps. Checkmate. And he smacks the camera and walks off.
He
Yeah,
bitched at the camera.
and do you know what? I mean, like, that would set him, if he actually lost his contract, that would set him up for a gigantic lawsuit. Like, basically, like, I could think of, like, that could definitely, because that proves damages. If you suddenly, your contract ends because of, like, a defamatory, like, you know, a video like that, then, yeah, that's damages, and that's really a bad idea, too.
Everybody piggybacks off of somebody's career. That's just the way it is. Anybody that tells you they made it in this business and that they did it all on their own is either self-righteous as hell, they're lying to your face. You had somebody who helped you along the way to knock out a water bill while you were chasing this dream. You had somebody who put you up in and let you stay in your garage apartment for a couple of weeks while you were in town. You've had somebody help you do something.
Yeah.
Something. And everybody piggybacks off of everybody. Why do you think it says featuring such and such, featuring such and such? Why do you think when you go out on the road, they send guys like us and call it tour support? Because they're trying to launch our career off the guy we're opening for. That's how this works, man. That's how the entertainment game works, is everybody piggybacks off of somebody. Now, it could be done tastefully. It could be done shitty. I can take this money right here on this coffee table, and I can go and pay a Ryan Upchurch, a Tom McDonald right now to come do a song with me. They don't know me. They don't like me. But for $50,000, $75,000, I bet you they'll come, drop me a 16-bar verse. Bet you they will. Right. I mean, maybe not really Upchurch, but I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, but you can buy your way into
money. Talks, and you know what walks. Like, it's
absolutely. So I just don't understand. It just looks like a bitter move to me, man. At the end of the day, this was kind of I lost all respect for you. I kind of feel that one could say this goes the other direction too, because I can never imagine Jelly Roll doing some shit like this. I can never imagine Adam Calhoun doing some shit like this. I can never imagine Post Malone coming out and dropping a video about Doja Cat and how, she blew him in the back of a whatever for a get to stop it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, he's starting to like fuck up his credibility by.
It just looks petty, man.
It's one thing to be like blunt and not be restricted on the things you're saying and expressing like your feelings. Like he's like, I'm independent, I'm not signed, I could say whatever the fuck I want. But it's another whole thing to like it's self-sabotage, self-destructing almost. The way he's going about this shit, like it's getting to the point where it's like, who's gonna want to work with you, fool?
I was on my earbuds the other day and didn't actually see it. I heard you talking about the doobie, but I never actually saw it.
Ryan is
so
Ryan.
Cute.
That's good.
I feel like Ryan might have discovered Chase, but now that he's famous, he's not getting, he's about to blow up and he's not getting credit for it, and he's mad about it. That's how it looks.
It does, and I wish he would have had more of the approach of like, damn boy, like I thought I taught you better. You're gonna learn the hard way. Instead, he just went ape shit like on it. I saw a video from some guy earlier this morning. God damn it.
Makes him look like a little bitch. Here, I'm going to go over this fan mail real quick, you guys. We're just real fast, okay, baby?
Okay.
I'm getting bored with the church shit because I'm done with it. I'm already over it. My ADD done slipped in and we're done on to this here. Fan mail, here we go. Check it out.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ain't it cool? Look, look, they sent a bunch of them. Hell, hold on a minute. There's a bunch of them on here. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Okay, here's another one.
That should not be that should not be a cigarette, by the way. Just saying.
This is Bee-Haw.
Try
me.
like that.
Look at her little knife. You see her little knife?
Looks like a sticker. Are they stickers?
I don't know.
Looks like
I got them sent to me. A little fan mail. Here's another one.
Oh, that's so fucking cute.
With the doob. Doobie. All right, here's this guy right here. The security bee.
That's your moderator. Somebody should have put a wrench on the shirt.
That's Nick. That's Nick's
No, they should have put a wrench on the fucking t-shirt. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Nick. Like they should just put Nick there.
Here's one that was sent. I think it's cute. Got the weed leaf background.
Oh, that's another one of those ones that look fuzzy, like you could touch it, like 3D.
Yes, like a little fuzzy bee. And then here's the mad one. Here's the mean one.
I gotta find that bee. Remember, I made you that one meme with the bee smoking a cigarette. Oh
my God, yes.
angry little
Oh, you
bee.
guys, look at this. I was looking at this little picture right here. It was popped up right before my bee things, and the trash truck's going by, and it made my stomach just turn.
That's one of the most photogenic kids I've ever seen.
I
Such
know
a
he's
cutie,
fucking
right?
gorgeous, isn't he? And this trash truck's right out here compacting the fuck out of the trash, and it just makes my stomach turn.
Yeah.
Like, literally Gerber baby worthy. Like, that's. I haven't
Yeah,
even
he's
kept
a
up with that in the
precious
last
little
36
baby.
hours.
Hey, Queen, last night that's something else me and Willow was chatting back and forth about on the chat deal. I don't know either if I'm a dumbass or not, but I think he's been around on this stuff long enough. We're not getting notified of these lives and shit.
No, I was so excited after y'all said, we're all going to go to Kate's and watch this deal about this guy. And then when I realized I got there, I said, oh, y'all mean Bad Kate. Yeah, I know exactly who that is. We have a history with her. I can tell you a whole story about her. I did not know that's the Kate we were talking about. So when I got over there, I was like, I'm so excited. We have so much to talk about. And then so I waited all day and never got a notification. Never got one.
Unsub and resub.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
should
say,
refresh
yeah,
it.
that sucks. Dang it.
I was like so bummed. And then I saw text in the chat last night and he said, man, you should have come by. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what do you mean? I literally refreshed.
I wondered where the fuck he was at. I'm like, damn it, Willow that blew us off and shit. He went and got fucked up.
I swear to God, I've never do this. I went manually to your channel about 4 times yesterday. Would just refresh and go, God, I can't believe she ain't went live.
Fuck, and you know what? We was over on the goddamn other channel, Queens and OG. We was on the other one.
Oh, see, I don't even know about that channel.
Oh fuck! See, we was on our bad. That's our gangster channel. We go over there to talk a bunch of shit that we.
Oh, y'all can go buck. Oh, that's the channel I need to be. Can we take it across the hall?
We can channel with us.
We can set this on fire right now.
Yes, we were reviewing rapping, and I think I tried and failed, and everyone says I was horrible. I haven't gotten one person compliment me, so that's the end of my rapping career.
I had no idea. And so, okay, that makes sense now because I was sitting there literally, I've never done that. I was coming just randomly to your channel throughout the day, just refreshing, going, what the hell?
I'll run the link for you, Willow. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I was going to say, hell, Steven, throw it. I had no idea. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you guys. Savage went live last night, and she was fucking pissed. Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching it this morning. I was watching a rerun this morning a little bit.
Oh, but she was fucking pissed. I'm not even gonna play right now. She was mad as hell. She said because I guess Dolly was talking about taking her channel down, but then listen to this. Last night I was watching her live, and you guys get ready for the shit show. You all ready for this? Look at this. Blowhard went in Savage's fucking chat and was sitting there talking shit to her. So first of all, yes, bitch, and I got it on a screen record too, so she couldn't say it wasn't her, bitch. Yes, the fuck it was.
Oh.
Well, her moderators could tap on it and see if it's her or not. That's
I know, but you know how but she said, quit tagging me. You quit tagging me and stuff.
Oh, that was
tagging me and all your stuff because I'm taking you to court. And then she goes into her fucking channel. First of all, she sends her a message, tags her and shit, and then goes into her channel. And she goes into her channel and says, yeah, little girl, you're going to look real good. You're going to look real good in court.
She didn't know. Oh, my God. Let me see. I got to see it live again. Let me see if that's...
See, that... Oh, God almighty. I wish
Dolly
let me go grab the screenshot of her bullshit because you know she was running her fucking mouth. Boy.
And then Dolly made a post crying to her like, well, you could just keep my name out your mouth and I'll keep your name out my mouth and we'll just go separate ways. Oh, my God. It doesn't need to be a war. Oh, my God. Like, full on crying.
Dude, you made soap and candles in reference to this girl. I would never get off your ass. But I am kind of burnt on the YouTuber thing about I'm getting my lawyer and you're going to get served. And you know what, man? It never happens. I would at least respect you more.
Bullhorn has taken someone to court, though.
Yeah, he kind of vanished. Frank kind of vanished. I haven't seen him since.
He was cool as fuck.
Yeah, he was.
I like Crude.
She's a fucking time for that.
I know he was trying to kind of keep it quiet, and I'm sure if you're in that inner burnt toast circle, you probably know a little more about it. I do not, but I'm not gonna lie, I can't imagine what you could have done to me in a courtroom Because I'm going to tell you, man, after years of bitching about defunding cops, and then the same true crime community that bitches about there not being enough cops and investigations not being handled swiftly enough, kind of ironic, and then to turn around and want to clog up the legal system with your petty he said, she said bullshit. Somebody tagged me in a community tab. You're just being kind of counterproductive, man. The court systems do not want to deal with this shit.
I don't know.
They just don't.
And they're trying to say, well, we're gonna go for copyright. She doesn't know what like shit she's talking about. Because if you look at like I mentioned this multiple times, but like a while ago, I think it was like 2017, a person named Akilah Hughes sued Sargon of Akkad because what he did was he literally grabbed the election, the election party of Hillary Clinton, didn't do any editing, and just changed the title on the bottom. I think it was
changed it. Yeah. I remember that. He came from where I came from too. That was kind of his claim to fame, was the internet blood sports thing. Sargon, I've known Sargon for a long time.
So what happened was that she took him to court, and in August of 2020, the judge ruled in Sargon of Akkad's favor and actually dismissed it and made her pay his legal costs.
Because see, that's the thing. YouTube's terms of service. See, this has always been weird to me too. YouTube's terms of service will tread a little closer to the vest on what they deem fair use. But if this gets to an actual courtroom,
hey guys, hold on a second. Queen, I think Joneson's backstage.
Oh, okay. What's up, Jones? But yeah, I mean, like, and there's also another case where Ethan Klein basically
H3.
H3H. So there's precedence. So but like Bullhorn Betty and fucking Dolly has no way they're gonna win a case against Savage Media for fair use of their
Hey, Bitty, sorry, I was getting a picture. Sorry about that. I was trying to get this picture from Savage's off. I snapped the snapshot right on time too. If she needed it, I'm like, B, I got you if you fucking need this.
I
wanted to say something real quick though, like because Sarah just reminded me, like Bullhorn and Betty went after Crude's family hardcore, like fucked up their like store and all like kind of bad stuff. So he just kind of like was basically like, hey, you know what? I got to take one for the team for my family, sort of like.
So in other words, we don't think it was so much legal ramifications. She actually went real world impact, real world ruination at some other facets of his.
Because I thought that like court kind of turned out like, stop talking about each other, you guys, shut up. Like basically the judge laughed about it. That's the impression I got. Like that's the interpretation I got, right? But he like stepped back because like his family was getting dicked around was so bad. So he was just like, you know what? Fuck this. It's not worth it. Like, could you imagine like having your aunt and your uncle and your cousin and your grandma like, hey, who is this person you're fighting with?
No, I get it.
They're fucking with my online store, you know, like my livelihood and shit. Like, you know, it sucks.
That's why I can't do that legal type thing. Even if I really wanted to, I felt you really crossed the line. My friends would beat my ass. If I took a YouTuber to court, if I took a YouTuber to anywhere but a parking lot of Denny's at 4 o'clock in the morning, my friends are going to kick my ass. If you want to come meet me at Denny's at 4 o'clock in the morning, we can handle it old school. We could do that. But if I take you to court, my friends are going to whip my ass for this.
Talk about never showing your face in town again, right? Like,
yeah, I couldn't do it. I would catch so much hell that I have taken the real world impact and just absolute threats to a YouTuber from 1,400 miles away because he said something mean about my pig. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I think your pig's a little too fat, so we're gonna have to fight NRL.
Hey, man, y'all do know what the pig's name is, right? Like, no, I don't think anybody asked.
What's the pig's name?
I call him. Oh, I call him P Money, LP. You call him a bunch of stuff. He'll come to anything. But the reason why is because all of my animals have some sort of like cliche type name. Like the hedgehog was Quill.I.am. And we almost went with Quill Latifah, but we went with Quill.I.am. How could you have a pig and not name him Notorious P.I.G. Piggy Smalls?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
he's Piggy Smalls. That's actually what his paperwork says.
I love it.
Of course, nobody calls him that because that's a mouthful.
You know what you should do? You know, I was looking up. You know how YouTubers sometimes advertise for sponsorships, and the new one that's coming around is like you could buy like 5 feet of land in another country and become a lord. In that country.
Shadow Legends.
Become like a lord. No, I'm talking about like an actual lord of an estate because you own like.
Oh,
yeah,
got you.
So
okay.
I'm thinking like maybe you should do that with your pig. Just get like just turn your pig into a lord of like some random country. Just pay $50. It could be like Lord Notorious Pig, the pig.
This is the pig of Loxley.
The pigs of Loxley. It'll be worth it for the $50 because you could just show it. You can print it out on your computer and show like officially my pig is a lord. So
I mean, oh Lord, dude, I just don't understand this whole real world of ruination thing of YouTube.
It's because people often don't have good arguments, so the only way they can
you go.
They just can attack your real life.
If you can't win verbally and you got your ass handed to you, and you can't win this in a verbal, lashing confrontation of back and forth, you turn to real world of ruination. Yep, exactly what happens.
Okay, so I just wanted to jump on and ask you guys, do you think that the hate that they are receiving and the like that the clip channels do you think that's affecting them? Because I feel like they're on the edge of a breakdown.
No. If it was affecting them, they would stop doing like what they're doing. There's just continuous. They only got kicked out of. I think didn't they get kicked out of like I heard in Savage's Media Live that they Betty left that state and went back to Florida because
they left right after they did what they did.
Yeah, because they basically probably were like told by the cops like, "Hey, stop fucking doing what you're doing."
Somebody give me that story because I missed all of yesterday's stuff because I was just hovering over Queen Bee's page all damn day.
Basically,
I do the same thing. I get withdrawals.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what happened and why the mass exodus. I heard about that, but
basically, I think, and I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, Leilani and her mother basically go to a bar, and
I knew about that.
Then they're partying. So basically, Dolly and Betty goes to the bar and starts screaming in the back of the parking lot, and then they're arguing with some random old guy. I don't even know. I think it's just friends.
The hotel. It was the hotel.
It was the hotel. Okay, thank you. I thought it was the bar. That's why I was okay.
No, everybody was tripping because they were at the bar and the server or bartender or whatever comes out and says, they were being loud and they were asking me to take shots with them. So that's what everybody was tripping about, which I still need to see the proof of that.
Okay.
But that's just rumor. That's hearsay. So then when they found out, they went and found them at the hotel that they were staying out the next day.
Okay, and then that's the hotel. Okay, thank you. I knew I got mixed up a little bit. That's why I said wrong.
Well, there's a lot of fuckery going on, so it's easy to get mixed up.
The bar is across the street. Someone says. So maybe that's why. But so they start and who was the old guy? Who was just a friend of the grandmother, right?
Yeah, he was a friend of Billy Joe's.
Yeah, and they start arguing with this, and one of the people almost like hit like his grandkid while he's trying to get his grandkid in the car. It was just like a complete shit show. So so I mean, like.
I did notice Dolly's demeanor change. I saw the clip of that altercation. I was thinking, he ain't talking all that shit like he was to the little young fry guy, the big woolly biker dude. He got a little quiet when he got out of his bubble. Don't come in my bubble. He's gonna pop your bubble and your mouth.
Now Buttercup says, I thought he was the grandfather. I thought he was like a friend. I thought it was like the old guy was the friend of the grandfather.
Well, from what he said in the video, because I've watched it several times, he said something along the lines of, I've known Billy Joe for about 40 years. She's always been good to me. So I'm assuming it's just like a family friend.
Yeah, that's what I assume too. So, I mean, so basically they caused that ruckus and they're basically getting backlash because they're like literally impeding on a situation like an investigation and they're causing a situation where someone could be hurt accidentally because of their actions. So that's probably why someone might have told them to get the fuck out of there. I mean, I'm not defending the facts that they're going to a bar and drinking and having a party. I'm not doing that. Those people, I mean, that's very bad behavior. Any defense attorney will probably tell you, if you have a missing kid, don't go to a bar and party with $300. But it doesn't mean you should go there and harass them. It's just like, but yeah, I mean, I think they were basically got a really close call and they says, let's get out of here. We made all our money. Let's, before we get sued and go back to our respective states.
I think so too. And I think they sat out there making money in front of a house that they was watching that had nobody in it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
they made a lot of super chats. They definitely made, like Dolly made a lot of. I don't know how much Betty made in super chats, but they made a lot of super chats. They got a lot of subscribers. They got a lot of views, and they talk about all the haters. They had like over 4,000 people watching.
I know.
Yeah, so I mean, like, they still had a huge number of supporters. Just because a couple of clip channels are making fun of them is like, who cares? Like,
see, that's what makes YouTube a bad business model, man. It's like there's a fine line between addressing something and addressing something and actually making it a net positive. And what I mean by that is somebody like, I don't know, me and Upchurch, right? Me and Upchurch, we fight, and it's a no-win situation for him because no matter what he does and says, you're not going to pick anything up from Willow's little channel with like 8 subscribers, but you bet your ass I'm going to pick something up from this. And I think that sometimes you get to a point where it becomes somewhat of an adverse effect. And I think the clip channels, while I do think that they're funny and roasting these cats, it's created enough intrigue that now people come to their channels just to watch. And at the end of the day, the creators also, we all know better. Just because you got 4,000 people in your chat doesn't make that 4,000 supporters. People love dumpster fires, man.
yeah,
People will tune in just to watch the train wreck. I would say probably 2,000 of them are there just for the bullshit.
For sure.
But,
I was one of them.
I'm waiting to see the fallout because I have a feeling as much money that has came into that channel the last 3 or 4 days they've been there, that there's going to become an issue of how that money gets divvied up, because BHB will somehow feel that she was a large part of this, and I have a feeling that Dolly ain't cutting nobody a check but Dolly. And I'm real anxious to see if that doesn't become a problem. If that doesn't become a problem somewhere down the road, because it was his channel, but it was her on screen 90% of the time.
Hell, and she was on his channel blocking his subscribers.
So he has an argument to not want to pay her anything because it was helping her far more than it was helping him, because now she's getting way more traction and people in her live chats than she was before this. And yet something tells me he's not going to cut her a check of that money on the 21st when it comes in. So,
oh my God,
can't wait to see the fallout. I bet this is a short-lived relationship. What you bet?
I did not even think about that.
Oh, I've been thinking about it since I saw the money's coming in. I said, oh, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, like the super chats alone, he's made a significant amount of money. I mean, like, so, and also like maybe he got sales, he got cash apps, he got PayPal, whatever. We don't know that number, so he probably did very well in this whole trip. And let's be realistic. What state does Dolly live in? I forgot.
He's in Virginia.
Virginia, so it probably wasn't that big of a deal to get a plane ticket to Georgia and just basically,
Are they planning on coming back? Did they say something about the 22nd?
I thought they were. I knew Bullhorn Betty was heading back. I don't know about Dolly. I don't know what the situation with him.
Oh hell.
Probably. Let me see.
Well, I am one of those clip channels, and I had to evaluate myself the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God! Now I'm starting to be the bully of the bullies." So I'm just.
Are you really a bully of the bullies when you're just basically criticizing, putting your opinion, and just like showing a clip? I mean, like that's not really. I've seen your work. It wasn't like you're bullying.
Yeah, no, I don't make it seem a way that it's not. I make sure that everything's in there that needs to be in there for you to understand the points of each video. But I feel like I just keep. I don't know. If they would stop posting shit, I would stop clipping shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I need like 2 days.
To me, clip channels only take, and I kind of have a philosophy about YouTube. Like, if you and I are friends, right, and we're hanging out in a Zoom room or something, or on Discord chats, somewhere down the road, you and I have a falling out. I'm a big believer in what you said to me as a friend does not end up on my channel now that we're enemies. I only speak on public knowledge, meaning, unless the masses know about it, I don't care that 12 people in our inner circle know about it. I only care that the chat knows about it. If the chat doesn't know about it, it's off limits as far as I'm concerned, unless you open the door. In clip channels, to me, y'all are really only taking the ammunition that they put out there. I mean, it ain't like y'all are reinventing the wheel. You're taking their own shit that they put out there and saying, y'all caught this, right? Y'all got that? Did you get that? Okay, cool.
Well, yeah, because who the hell has time? You know, a lot of people
to watch an 8-hour live stream.
And watch an 8-hour stream.
Absolutely. I'm grateful to y'all. Y'all make my day so much easier.
I just have to make sure I don't cross the line and become a bully of them. My goal is to just raise awareness, and I feel like maybe somebody will see the advantage that they're taking over their subscribers, and maybe even if it could just change one person who constantly sends money, maybe it could change their mind. I don't know, but it's like Bullhorn to me is the female version of JT.
No.
To me, in my opinion.
No.
I see the comparison. I think he's a lot more dangerous and a lot
Yes,
smarter.
he is. I agree, but I feel like she's like the
No, I'll disagree. Like, she's bad, but she's not that bad. Let's be 100. There is no one as bad as that guy. I mean, like,
no. I think it's almost like an off-brand JT.
But you know what did it for me with JT, really? And I'm gonna say this, and look, man, he's never done anything to me. I've actually laughed and cut up with this dude, but I get why people dislike him. I totally get it. What kind of did it for me was the flagrant, way of doing it. We all know that YouTubers will come on here and we'll tell you how bad doxing is, and we'll tell you how wrong this is to go real world. And as soon as the camera goes off, we go right behind the curtain and we start preparation attacks for real world impact.
that's what I'm planning to do to your pig. That's my plan.
It is horrible, but most YouTubers will do it. It's shitty, but they'll do it. And at least with him, I'll say this. If he is so open and willing to fire shots at families, kids right here in front of you, gotta imagine what he'll do behind the scenes.
It's documented what he does behind the scenes.
See, I don't know about that personally, because like I said, I don't know him, but
I recommend you watching like Troll Media's recent video about his certain past behavior. So just saying.
He's just so flagrant.
Yeah, I gotta research him some more.
Yeah, be careful, because he really likes to go out real world. Like, he will pay people for your whole life, like, just to find out who you are, and will fuck with you. Like, he will try to, and then he will try to call up your job and try to get you fired.
Okay, so my question is, how do you prevent that from happening? What if you don't have anything on your record? What if you have a clean background all around?
Which I do.
I do too. So what is there for him to attack?
He'll just make. The reason why I don't like upfront say like who I am is because I know people who will just lie. They'll just simply lie to the employer and just make up some bullshit story and just say their fans did it and not themselves. So that's why I'm very particular about not revealing.
I will say this. I have bullied one human being clean off the internet. And I'll use that word because I'm going to be real with you and not trying to start a fight. This is just kind of the way I look at it. We grown-ass adults, man. If you over the age of 12 and you use the term bully, you kind of deserve to get bullied.
You're bullying me right now. I mean,
I'm just, to me, it's such a silly way of looking at anything because I have a real hard time finding the line of what is a rebuttal video. What's the difference between a rebuttal video and bullying? What, is there a magic number that says if I make more than 3 videos now I'm bullying?
No, bullying.
I find that to be a tough spot. That's a tough spot, man.
I mean, bullying. There's a difference between criticizing and like debating someone and be like, yo, I don't like your ideas. This is why I don't like your ideas. Bullying to me is like when you go beyond the line, like you're trying to harass someone in real life. You're sending your fans to attack someone to like.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think bullying can be done on YouTube, and that's kind of my point. Is every time you put out a video and say something stupid, if I put out a video making fun of you for saying something stupid, I don't consider that bullying.
Yeah,
if you put out 100 videos a day and I put out 101, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, but I also think like to me like if it's like something you're doing now and we're criticizing what you're doing now, it's fine. But if you go like 3 years back and you grab something I did and I changed as a person today, and you, I think that's a little, unless I'm showing the same behavior in which like, in which I'm showing like, let's say the behavior I'm doing in the past is the same behavior I'm doing in the future, and you're using as a case like a comparison where you're saying, well, he hasn't changed because he's done this 3 years ago, and this is what he does.
Then, it's just a different degree of same bullshit story. Yeah,
but if you're just going to the past, grabbing bad things they did, and they apologized for that, and they said sorry, and they moved on, just to like poison the well and make them look bad in the future, I think that's a problem. I think that could be a problem
because people evolve, people change, and the only time you should not believe someone has changed is when they continue to have the same actions. That's when you just cut it off.
I'm gonna be real with you though. If you in your mid 40s tapping 50 and you're still soapboxing the tragedies of missing and dead children for profit and gain, if you're 45, bro, and you're still doing that, I'm not looking for a miraculous epiphany to happen in the next 5 years. I would say that you're probably going to be a grimy piece of shit at 50, 55, all the way up to AARP days.
Yeah, and I just want to make a difference. I mean, like, there's a difference between making money legitimately, where you're covering the case, you're telling the facts of the case, and then you're moving on to another. When new facts come up, you report on that, and you keep it neutral. You don't go to RL, you don't go to people's houses. And I think that's fine to make money with that. But I think people see what Dolly does when he goes to someone's house, or when someone makes up false facts, or when someone basically entertains conspiracy theories that could hurt other people, is my opinion, where you're kind of crossing the line, when you're kind of profiting off of the situation.
Right.
I will say that the only thing, and this is why I even brought up the whole bullying somebody clean off the internet, was the only way that I've ever seen this work, where you can actually go at somebody and tear down what they've done, in the sense of, you want to take away that 4,000 in the chat, here's how you do it. You have to make it. You can't just point and make fun. You can't just laugh at the dumb shit that she says. You have to find a way to make it so embarrassing, so cringe to support this creator, that you've made it embarrassing for people to show their face in this chat. So if they come in now, they're doing it under incognito, or they do it under a sock. You have to make it so low budget and grimy to be associated with this cat that people just quit watching.
Yeah,
there's a couple ways you can do it, but you got to be careful how you do it.
Yeah, but I think, like Jones, and you do well. I mean, you keep it to opinion, and I don't think you're really crossing the line in your videos at all.
Thank you.
I mean, that's my opinion on that. I mean, you're just criticizing them. I mean, and if people watch you because of that, that's a good thing. I mean, some people, and honestly, let's be real, most people who watch clips are in two categories. Either they're entertained by the shenanigans, or they just go there just to be educated on how much bullshit this person's doing, and just don't and don't want to give them the views. That's usually the clip channels,
Yeah.
And
well, thank you. That helps me, because I've been struggling.
I do too. I feel the exact same way. As far as the view thing, absolutely. That's why I love the clip channels, because not only can I get a condensed, TLDR of this 8-hour stream, I don't have to give this asshole any views. I can just go watch it on her channel. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to watch a 10-hour live of Fueled by Coffee when you can watch a 12-minute live with the best part of it if you go to Deets on the Streets or something like that, or another clip? You know what I mean? That's how it usually goes. Or Heels in the Air, or your channel.
The only thing that I will say that I'm starting to see about some clip channels that I'm not a fan of is, you can go through a lot of these clip channels and just look at their videos. Go to the videos and just scroll through them in order, and you will find what side of the fence they lie on. Meaning, there are clip channels that have done nothing but trash Laura. There are clip channels that praise her. There are clip channels that do nothing but trash Dolly. There are clip channels that praise her. If you're gonna do it, you need to hold it down the line, man. Hold the course.
I think that's
even if your favorite creator says some dumb shit, you better light them up just the same as you would a Dolly.
Yeah,
but you know what? Hold the line.
Yeah, but the thing is you're asking for a level of neutrality from most people don't have. Most people are just biased. You know what I mean? I'm the same way. I can be biased. Jones is the same way. She can be biased towards a certain opinion or a certain creator. I mean, for instance, let's say tomorrow Queen Bee does something. Wouldn't you be a little bit reluctant to do something to call her out if she's done one mistake because you were friendly with her?
And I've done that. People ask me all the time. I've had some people that think I'm a little too harsh. I've had some people that think that I'm kind of carrying the water for people. And I'll just answer it honestly. Why did I call out this creator but not that creator? If you want to keep it fair and be honest and just hold it, then here's how you got to do it. You just got to own it. You got to say, why did I call this person out, not this person? Because that one's my friend. I'll just come out and tell you, I like this person. You have a history of being a piece of shit. This looks like a slip up. Me and this person talk behind the scenes and it's over. You have a history of doing this. So I'll just come out and tell you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of, that's the truth of the matter. It's
that's the most truthful answer I can give you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of content creators are afraid to say that and say, yeah, I like this person. I don't want to shit talk a person I like because of one slip up.
I got a question. I'm not even sure what we're talking about, but I got a question. What do you think about that Jrod?
Jrod is I'm subscribed to Jrod. I think he's the greatest content creator ever.
Next cutie pie, baby.
That attention True crime community. We have been infiltrated. We have been infiltrated. And it's time to celebrate. And he opens up a can of Monster Energy drink and drinks it. I was amazing. I got to get like a deep fake, figure out how to do a deep fake and stuff like a teddy bear on his head. Just replace his head while he's doing it. But I got to figure that out.
The Teddy Ruxpin video, yes, I saw that. There's a few channels like that have popped up that I am indifferent about. I don't really have a harsh, line about him one way or another, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm sub to him. He came up my recommended when he had like 9 subscribers. I was like, why does this dude keep coming up? By all means, let me go watch it. I watched about 2 minutes of a video. I'm sitting going, how in the hell is this in the algorithm and I'm not? How is this in the algorithm and Queen's not? How is this in how?
I'm like 99% sure that guy has to be a troll. Like that Jrod has to be a troll. This can't be real. Like he must be like the greatest actor troll I've ever like seen in a while. Because people believe him. Like he's got to be. You know what I mean? Like this has got to be a troll. Maybe he's not. Even so, it makes it even more funny because like that was the most, especially that true crime. Like it was so weird. Like he was like literally saying we've been infiltrated, and it's like literally that he mispronounces infiltrated, and he said infiltrated. We've been infiltrated. And then he basically opens up, and it's like, and it's time to celebrate. And you're like, what? And he pulls up a can of Monster. It's like completely out of like nowhere. Like, why? What? So I don't know. I think
I have 2 other channels that have spawned from this whole Kylie Rodney case that I'm not gonna lie, moonlight and watch them too, because sometimes they will actually make some pretty interesting, very conspiratorial type, points. But they're just way left field. One of them tends to make nothing but shorts, and he has got to come up in some of y'all's algorithm because he comes up in my shit every day for 2 months before I ever sub to him.
Yeah.
Long hair. I won't even say the channel, but long haired guy, kind of snippy, smart ass, does a lot of those hard edit jump cuts, kind of like Philip DeFranco does, where he asks a question to himself, kind of then answers it in a totally different position or room or. There's that guy, and there's one called I don't want to promote it either, but it's another somebody that's clearly been heavily praised by the Upchurch fan base. And it's a very small channel. I think he only has 3,000 or 4,000 subs now, but he actually does make some interesting points. They're way out there, but you can at least see where he's connecting the dots.
Do you want me to show? You want me to show the infiltration? The infiltration.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I haven't seen. I've only watched a couple of his videos.
Let me see.
If we're being infiltrated, I want to know about it.
I want to notify.
I want to know
about the infiltration.
Damn the torpedoes.
Hey, Queen, I think you got somebody in the back.
Oh, it looks like voices, maybe.
Oh, the chat, the private chat. How the hell does everybody know this but me? Like, how? Okay, got it. Never mind.
Unfortunately, you're not up to the times.
Yeah, I'm StreamYard. I am tech illiterate, bro.
Yeah, I put it on, Queen, if you want me to play the infiltration.
Infiltration. Like, I'm a little disappointed with our chat. Somebody has not whipped us up a Dolly, Boy in the Bubble, Jake Gyllenhaal kind of meme yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 options I got to deal with this guy. I got to, like, 1, do a deep fake with his face, or 2, I'm going to have to get Photoshop and, like, figure out how to adjust a teddy bear head on his head for each frame of a video. So.
Oh, for him. Yeah, I'm talking about Dolly. We got to get a Boy in the Bubble Dolly. We need a Dolly in the Bubble.
A Dolly in the bubble? Like Boy in the Bubble? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Jake Gyllenhaal thing. We need Jake Gyllenhaal with Dolly's head. If you want to stick Lolo in the bubble, that's cool. You put Lolo in the bubble, too. Or you can put Lolo out the bubble. It'll make the Save Lolo shirts, make sense, I guess. I've never seen somebody talk so much shit about whipping ass and going to court and then literally says, "Don't come in my bubble. Don't come in my bubble." I was like, boy, get him, Tiger. You sound like a stone cold assassin.
Voices, is that you up here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just making sure. Tim, you want me to put this on for you?
Yeah, we're going to play the infiltration. We need to warn everyone.
Infiltration.
We need to warn
infiltration. Oh, shit, let's get this fucking party started.
What does that shirt say?
It says Style Rock, maybe?
It says Stale Park.
Stale Park.
It says Shit Pack. Shit Pack.
Listen, Don't make fun of my man, Jrod, on point. He's the best YouTuber out there. Honestly,
Stop it.
You know what? Just
I ain't gonna lie though.
Oh shit! Look, Nicole said, "Stay out my bubble." Here you go. Check you out, girl. Help you with that deductible, baby.
I just hit the like button on this. We got a super chat.
What? We gotta give Nicole the super chat.
Super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a super chat.
Yeah.
Look, we need you to make a
super chat
sound clip for us.
I'll make one. I'll do a whole herd of them.
Lizzie Rodney, I was talking to you. Lizzie.
Okay.
Lizzie Rodney, I'm talking to you.
That's what he said. Lizzie Rodney.
He looks like he gets some good ass weed though. Look at his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Shit, he probably does. Shit.
He probably does. Hey,
that's
on
the only
point.
good shit he's got going for him.
What you getting on a quarter, bro? I'll let you boy.
Listen, we need to invite this guy on the panel. Like this guy, I feel like would be the greatest panelist person ever.
Yes, we do.
Let's play it.
Can we get a Jrod, please?
All right.
Can we get a Jrod?
All right.
Jrod.
Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated. Is compromised.
Wait.
It's like a 9-syllable word. How the hell did he say to back that up?
And what did he do? He said infiltrated. Put that back on.
I can't. It's like one of those shorts, so I have to play the whole thing.
Oh fuck! We gotta play it all the way through. All right, play it all the way through. We're gonna play it again.
Okay.
Crime community, attention. We have been compromised by a bunch of misleading characters here in YouTube. I think y'all know who they are because I know them all.
Jrod, come over here.
And it's time to celebrate.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
G Fuel would jump on this guy.
Oh shit, Jennifer, look at this. Jennifer Hooligan, Queen, love your chat and love your panel. All of this. Yes, baby.
I recommend everyone, this guy, to subscribe. This guy's amazing.
I think we got a super chat.
Hey, technically speaking, I do this sometimes.
What? I don't want to super chat.
If I don't want to watch the whole thing, at least he says it early enough that you can just flip it back and forth a couple times and keep playing that little part as a loop at the start, so we can hear the infiltrate. You ain't got.
We've been infiltrated.
We need that as a sound bite.
Yes,
infiltrate.
I can cut that out, but we need we need his permission and his blessing.
That needs to play when somebody's backstage and you let them on the panel. You should just tap that as a sound bite.
We've been infiltrated. We've been infiltrated.
Infiltrated.
Let's play it one more time just so we can listen to make sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, look, here's Mark.
Okay. True crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
Infiltrated. It's like I got one on my kitchen sink. As a matter of fact, I put my pig's water in it. I infiltrate it. God,
yeah. I was gonna say shit. Infiltrated.
So does that make us a bunch of infiltrators?
Holy shit! This guy is he is a jewel. He is a gem of YouTube.
Yeah,
he's a jewel, baby. He's a gem. That's right. He sure is.
You are invited. I think we need to formally invite this guy. Anytime he comes on, he can jump on the panel anytime.
Jrod in the house. Somebody go get him. Somebody. I know somebody in the fucking chat's got to talk to him. Somebody in this chat's got to be a part of his shit. Go get him. Come over.
I would love to be on a panel with this guy.
Come down to infiltrate us.
Did you guys see Blue Bacon's going to be doing a live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific about our favorite anti-buddy?
No, I didn't. Promote that shit right now. Promote.
Okay. So, everybody, if you're not subbed up to Blue Bacon, Go out and check my community tab. I shared out his community tab.
Here, I'll just put it on here right now. That way you ain't got to go check no tabs and all that. I'll just share it. Hold on.
At 5 p.m. Pacific, Blue Bacon is starting his deep dive into JT.
Could you say that he's infiltrating?
Now, see, I got to say, though, Laura is right. At first, okay, so we've already done all this. So we've already went over his criminal shit. We've already went over all the people he scammed. We've already had moms come on and talk about it. We've already done all this. So I'm kind of just sitting back waiting for them to do something that we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got to start somewhere because
that's right. And so that's why I'm hoping they got something up their sleeve that they can fucking come out and just bam, which I know he's going to jail. I know that. Like, I know they got that. That's already in the fucking bag. I just hope it happens where, I just hope it's where we can all see the shit.
And I wanted to give you one more piece of update, Queen. We got in touch at 11:30 last night. We had an hour and a half phone conversation with Aiden Clune's mother, Amy. So Dosey just packed up and he's headed out. It's a 9-hour drive and he will be there on site tomorrow morning.
Great. That's great.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Are you going to cover it on your channel?
I'm just going to keep up. I won't cover anything while he's out there active. So I'll bring everything over here to you guys. Because
that is the young man that went missing too, right? That was kind of
the same time that Dylan went missing.
Yeah. Okay. I was making sure that was right. I was thinking that was his name.
But I won't because I didn't cover it from the beginning. But I will bring my information that we find. Of course, it all goes to law enforcement and the family first. Mm-hmm. So once I have permission to share any of it, then I will share it with you guys. But I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that helped get a drone guy down there to help Aiden's family. That's the positive things that this platform can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do agree there. There are some positive upsides every now and again. Absolutely. And I felt bad about that case. I remember it vaguely in the beginning because obviously it was some pretty bizarre circumstances as well as the Dylan Rounds case. But obviously we know how social media just clings to certain cases. Certain things kind of become a thing and other cases take back seats. I never felt that case got nearly the attention that it warranted. So no, that's a great thing, actually.
Well, and then JT really cool. comes right in. And I mean, Dosey, the biggest reason that we went in to help the family, and we're doing it at no cost. We do not charge, like the families when they've reached out to us, we do not charge. And one of the biggest reasons is because JT come in, took money from her, and then didn't help her at all.
Yeah. Did he get involved in that?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, see, okay, so so here we already went over this, but it's been a long time ago. See, I thought about going over all my Jim Terry shit, so because the ones who don't know about it or haven't seen it, we can go over all of it. Plus, I got so much more shit anyways. I need to go over all of it so everybody can be tuned back up again with this bullshit.
Wow.
Anyhow, I got this, right, go sub up to Blue Bacon channel. He's got a live at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's what he said.
Yes. And that girl said that she just made this into a soundbite. She said that she's behind in the stream, but she's got it made into a soundbite.
Oh, hell to the
5 p.m. Pacific. That's what, 8 o'clock my time, I think.
Are you Eastern, Willow, or are you Central?
I'm on Central.
So that's going to be...
So 8 o'clock my time, right? Or 7. 7.
It's like 7, because it's 6 o'clock my time. I'm Mountain. So it's 7 Central, 8 Eastern.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a sad situation.
Wounded mother, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to go ahead and delete that or remove that yourself because we don't dox over here on my channel, and we're not going to, and we're not gonna start that. So, if you want to find that, that's fine. You want to find out her information, do that on your own shit. Don't do it over here though.
Yeah. So
you want to delete that yourself, or you want me to do it? Because I don't want to time you out and be an asshole. I ain't never seen you in here. So.
It looks like a message has been retracted. I don't know what the message was.
Okay, yeah, well, as long as it's gone, that's fine then. All right.
But yeah, he basically got into he did that. Like he basically promised Aiden Clune's mom that he was only going to work on that case. I don't know how much he asked for her. I think it was like, what was it, like $3,000 or something like that? I'm not 100% sure.
I want to say 4,300 is
43. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want to say it was 4,300 was what she said last night in conversation, but
okay. Yeah, and it's just
I
like,
just have a problem with that.
yeah, demanding money up front like that to me is like very sketchy. Like I think like usually like, you know, a little bit money up front or like a bill or a contract, but like,
well, I mean, I could understand if he were doing something like what we do by going out and putting a drone up in the air or asking for a scent article and bringing dogs in to where you could actually physically see what they're doing. That would be one thing.
yeah.
But when he never leaves his couch,
his cat's what I was supposed to say. Yeah, that's a little different. If you're coming out
That's
there where I
where
can
my
shake the
problem
family's
is.
hand, yeah, that's a little different. I mean, if I'm gonna pay you that kind of money, I want to see you. I want to give it to you in person. I want to know that you're in this state, in this hometown, looking for my child. I want to know that I can find you at hotel room such and such for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I want to see something. I don't want you to sofa sleuth. I want you to actually come out here and do something.
That's what I agree. But
Yeah.
again, he's always, like in the cases in the past when I had worked with him, he had always said that he was a repo man. He got the answers to the list of questions that the family had. Well, now I'm not even seeing answers being produced.
Yeah.
I'm even fine if you want to stay on the couch and you just got an army of people that you send. That's fine. You can do that. I'm cool. I just want to see some actual, I hate to say it, I want to see some heels on the ground. I want to see some boots on the ground. I want to see somebody out here doing something. Now, that doesn't mean picking a fight with the neighbors and throwing French fries at people. That means I want to see you out here outside of your bubble,
right?
Investigating,
And
not acting a fool.
And this guy that's coming out, he's like the drone guy, or is he like he's got a drone coming out?
We have another business. God, I don't even want to talk about this online.
But like, just say what it was, what he's going to do, basically.
Yes, he's going to go out and he's going to fly drones in the area.
That's all you need to say. I mean, I don't need you to get into
canines. We have canines, so they're gonna overnight a scent article, so that it'll be waiting on site for when they arrive with dogs and drones.
Oh, that's great. That's really great news.
So I mean, that's part of the reason that what JT does, it causes a problem for those of us that are actually legitimate in the missing persons world.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know, he's basically and also he overpromises. He's like, oh, I'm going to only work on your case. You know, it's like.
So this is what he does. He goes and snoops on Facebook, right? He finds a missing kid or missing people. He will do a cold call. This is what we've already done this. Like we've already went over this. He will call them up on the phone and tell him that he got their information from a news broadcast or the media, that they've asked him to reach out, that, you know, the media has asked him to reach out to the family that he can help. If they give a one-time payment of whatever, if he finds out, you know, basically he's a fast talker. So he finds out if they got money or not real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, he can do a quick background check to find out what kind of money they got. You know, you can tell if people have money or they don't have money usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
100%. So anyhow, that's what he does. So basically he went to Ashley Martin, right? He said, hey, I know your son Alex is missing. And the media told me to get a hold of you. They told me I could that I could get in touch with you, that you need my help. Matter of fact, here's this flyer while we're talking about him. Here he goes. This is the new one they just put up. Because it is hunting season. So here we go. Ashley, he calls her. He says, hey, I can help with Alex. I can help this. I can do this. I can do this, this, and this. You pay me a fee of $5,000 and I will help find your son. I will help you find anything about your son. I'll do anything I can. But guess what? I got somebody else calling. Somebody else is going to hire me if you don't. So you only got like one day. You got like 5 hours. You know what I mean? So he'll put a deadline on it. You got like 5 hours. Oh, somebody else is going to hire me. You got an hour left. You better hurry up and make your decision because somebody else is going to take me once. I only take one case at a time. One case at a time. That's it. You see how fast I'm talking, though? That's how he does it. So he'll talk fast as fuck and try to get you to where you're not even paying attention to what he's saying. You're being la 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 la. You know what I mean? You can't focus because he's talking too fucking fast.
Well, he's selling you his undevoted attention to get you to pay him now.
He took $5,000 from Ashley. Ashley's like, okay, cool. I want you to help me find my son. I'll do anything. I'll fucking do anything for you to help me find my son. And then he doesn't do a motherfucking thing. He'll sit on the couch and, matter of fact, he does do fucking something. He'll ruin the entire fucking case. He'll do anything he can to fucking demolish your fucking son or daughter's case.
Yeah,
that's what
he'll do more background.
He'll call and fight with the media. He'll call and fight with the family. He'll start shit. He'll fucking start rumors, just like this. Okay, so he took $5,000 from Ashley. 4 days later, he takes $4,000 from Justin's sister, Dylan's aunt. So he took $5,000 from Ashley. 5 days later, he took almost $5,000 from, for $4,000. I'm sorry, from Candace Cooley, or I'm sorry, Justin Rounds' sister, Katie, Dylan's aunt. Then he turned around and took another $2,000 from Aiden Clune's mom, which actually was a sponsor. He, yeah, I mean, all this money, that's 3 women right there that he got money from and didn't do a fucking thing. All he did was.
And he was still working Rebecca Brassati's case, which totally showed that he violated his own rule.
Yeah,
right.
He doesn't work one case at a time, because Rebecca's case was not resolved when he started picking up these cases.
Yep.
The last time I watched him, this is kind of what did it for me. Last time I watched him, I was popped in and he had some sort of I don't know what you would call it, somebody that talks to the other side, if you will. And basically the premise was, conjuring spirits to find out what happened in this, case. And the whole thing was kind of a Saturday Night Live bit. It was very, like to me, I could watch it and tell this was satirical as shit. But there was 2,000 people in the chat that I don't truly think understood that this was kind of a joke. And that just blew my mind on both sides. It blew my mind that you consider yourself a serious investigator and you're kind of making light of all of it. And at the same time, that there's 2,000 people in your chat that believe this horse shit. I'm not sure which I'm more taken aback by, to be honest with you. That was what kind of turned me off of it a little bit, but I didn't know about a lot of this other shit. And as far as
Mark,
Kate goes,
what you were talking about, you said check my email. I had it checked, but I didn't. I was waiting until we started talking about Dolly and them again. But I don't want you to think I didn't check and I didn't have it. So I got it. Here it is. Is this what you were talking about? Dolly in the bubble.
We got it. A Dolly Hobbit.
I think you said Hobbit in a bubble.
It's a Dolly Hobbit in the bubble. Dude, that's so great. Don't come in my bubble.
Don't come in my bubble.
Okay, so Kate, right? How did y'all come across her? How long have y'all known her?
I really don't know her very well. I just know that she was one that was she's been working with a couple of the families that Jimmy Crack Con fucked over.
She is one of the greatest cow farmers ever of the low cow business. Okay, we knew her, obviously. I didn't even realize there was a name change. I knew her from the mass hole report and whatnot. So she crossed paths with us about 2 years ago, over Cyrex. Some people in the chat will know who Cyrex is. Some people won't. Cyrex has a lore that is just a lot. At any rate, that's how I first found her. But when I started thumbing through and realized some of the other paths that we had crossed over the years, she had Benny Keys on her panel a long time ago, kind of drilling him. That was her first introduction, at least that I knew of, to the true crime people.
Oh, really?
Go find the episode where she gets Benny Keys to come on panel and she drills him. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen him somewhat baffled.
I heard she was really good at what she does. So that's why I said I'm just going to sit back and kind of watch and wait, because I know there's a lot of people that are scared as fuck of Jimmy Con. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I don't give him the time of day. This is the first time I've talked about that fucking loser in a long time. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck about him. Definitely not fucking scared of him, but I'm not wasting my time on this shit either. So hopefully she'll get into it. But I did hear that she was sued in federal court and she won.
She's smart, man. She is.
Yeah,
slick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. I'm like, you know what? She's obviously got something going on, or she wouldn't have took this on if she didn't. I trust her. I trust that she's gonna do something good. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I'm more so for these women that have dealt with him, who have been robbed by him, who have, you know what I'm saying, who have been trashed by him, who have had their sons and their daughters, straight fucking.
Amen. No,
that's what I'm hoping, that she can help those women, because, I don't really give a shit that he talks about me. It is what it is. He's obsessed with me. That's what it is. So, you know, it happens sometimes,
Well, it's
and
because he can't
that's just
get
what
to
it is.
you, Queen. That's why he
Right.
has said the things about me, because again, I don't have a criminal record. I've
Well,
never
he
been
doesn't
in
want you
trouble
up
with
here
the law.
anyways. That's why he got mad at you for being up here anyway.
Yeah. And that was exactly it, because I came over to defend him, and that I listened to what you guys were trying to educate me. I was so unwilling to see the bad, because I saw him in a different way.
Right. And you knew him under different circumstances too. I met him and I met him under the circumstances that he's taking advantage of women who have missing children. And I'm not going for that.
Well, come to think about it, that's how I first heard your name. It didn't even dawn on me all the time I'd been hanging out over here that I knew your name from somewhere before I'd ever came into this channel. And then it hit me when I heard you mention that. They said, "Oh God, that's who he was talking about this whole time was Queen." Holy shit! So it dawned on me then. I couldn't remember everything that had ever been said, but I remember hearing your name a bunch because I'd always assumed him so hyper focused on
yeah,
war.
I had no idea who he was. Didn't know shit about his football career. Or his non-existent football career. None of that shit.
So what did you do that set him off so bad? Why did he lock in on you?
Because she did she did the deep dive, and she actually interviewed the victims on her show, and basically that was it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he was pissed as fuck because his little scam came to a screeching fucking halt.
Like people like Tyler was like literally was still letting Jim on, and he was
But guess what? You know, people like Tyler, and this is the thing, people like Tyler was still allowing Jim on, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give a shit. He wanted them numbers. He thought that shit he was going to get information from Jim. Well, see, that shit backfired when Jim attacked fucking Kim Brooks, and Kim Brooks ain't even on Tyler's show any fucking more.
Oh, well,
so there you go, Tyler.
Yeah, what happened with that? I was kind of wondering about that too. I love
Jim fucking threatened her. Jim fucking threatened her and ran her off fucking YouTube like he did with Good Egg.
Man.
The same shit he did with Good Egg. The same fucking shit.
Yeah, but do you know what the funniest thing was when he basically gave him a photo and he told Tyler this was like a bullet or something, a bullet casing for the thing.
Oh, it was a big ass fucking bullshit lie.
And he's literally Tyler staring at this photo, like debating on the chat, and then he's like he completely comes on. He's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck that is.
But you know, listen, this is how ridiculous Tyler is. Tyler just put a poll up yesterday. Is the Quentin Simon case sad? Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking idiot.
Is this like a trap? Like anyone that says no is like immediately like tracked down by the police and thrown into a camp?
Anybody who says no is not getting blessed. You're not getting fucking blessed.
Anybody that says no, the floor opens up and you go directly down the chute to hell.
Yeah, like you have to be like a sociopath.
Yeah, see, now I'm not gonna lie. Like I understand that, you know, well, I mean, I don't know what he actually does with the money. I know that Tyler does raise money and does his ministry, and like I'm great with all that. I'm fine with that. People want to give money.
Well, yeah, I mean, he came on here and kind of explained it to it, and like I said, what people do here on YouTube. I mean, I don't hate people. I just don't like what they do. You know what I mean? And
my thing
I don't have to like you to not like what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Something about the true crime community, and I think there's an art to this, and some people have it, some people don't. I don't really think it's something you can learn. It is very, very hard to, if I'm just sitting here roasting people and making fun of them all day, it's easy for you to want to crack your wallet out and throw me a $20 tip. But when you're talking about heartstring material, when you're pulling, you know, on the heartstring, when you're talking about dead kids, when you're talking about missing children, when you're talking, there is a very, very, very soft spot of how you have to kind of raise money at that and ask for money. Because no matter how you do it, it looks kind of like you're exploiting.
Right.
It does. It's hard to, absolutely. It looks like, because I have seen some of these channels literally almost peddle promise and hope one super chat at a time that says for every $20 donation, we are that much closer to getting Summer Wells home, as if there is any correlation to the two at all.
Right.
And people will buy into that because people want to feel good about giving their money to something. And if you think it's hard to flip an audience when an audience has a creator they love, when they start thinking with their wallet, it's very hard to flip them. It's almost impossible because nobody likes to be told they're wrong, that your favorite creator is a piece of shit, and you damn sure don't want to find out that you've given this piece of shit $5,000 this year. That's a tough sale. People don't want to hear that. So it's a tough thing to do. That's why I've just never considered myself a true crime channel.
Another thing too is, you know, I've tried to tell these people like this when he first came out and started acting like a damn donkey's ass and hurting these families and shit. You know what I mean? I tried to tell him, but see, look, that's the thing. Every single person that he's went on, it's backfired on him. Karma's a motherfucker, man. And I'm telling you, there's no deadline on disrespect.
What did it for me with the JT thing was, look, I understand. I said it on here the other day that at this point in time, if you're going to play on the internet, you just need to accept that doxing is a real world thing. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Be prepared. If you have any skeletons, you might as well get out in front of them now, because it will come out eventually. Or just don't play. I mean, I'm not saying it should be that way. I'm just saying you kind of have to expect it. But
Example, Mr. X. When Mr. X, the very first day, Mr. X, aka Mark Terry, came to
is that who that is?
YouTube,
I don't know who that was.
When he jumped in the snake pit, it was on. That's okay, because listen, this is the thing. Jim Terry said, I'm gonna dox you because once you lose your anonymity, you're not gonna talk like that anymore, right? You can't hide behind an avatar. You can't hide behind a face mask and say this. Oh, really? Well, guess what? What's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander, Jim and Mark. And I have not called Mark Mr. X since the fucking day he came here with his bullshit fucking pantyhose hiding over his fucking face.
See, I just like, oh man, see, that's just so weird. I didn't know that's who that was. That always kind of
That is ridiculous. That is pussy shit.
Why are
they talk about how fucking tough they are and how they're gonna beat Doug up and they're gonna beat this person up and they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. You guys are a bunch of fucking pussies. You can't even take.
Are they having problems with Doug now too?
Oh, Jesus,
they've been having problems. They have problems with Salty. They have problems with Doug. They have problems with. I mean, fuck. They have who don't they have problems with?
Yeah. See, what broke me was
brothers. What adult brothers hang out on the internet bullying other people with one wearing a pair of pantyhose over his face?
Something tells me that's not the first time they've worn pantyhose together, but that's a whole other story, I reckon. What did it for me was the Laura thing. And look, man, I'm not going to sit there and say that Laura hadn't said some shit, done some shit to incite her own little riots. Absolutely she has. She, I'll give her that. She's buck. She ain't scared to say it. She'll come out, whatever. So I kind of just, whatever, that's between y'all. But when he calls her ex-husband and aired that shit, when he starts calling stuff involving her high school children and trying to somewhat sabotage their football career. Whoa, bro, we're really crossing some lines now. You want to make little joke videos. If you want to do a fake phone call of you talking to a fake ex-husband and just to rag her and roast her, I'd have been fine with that. To call this man under some sort of
say you're going to go to her grave, say you're going to make a fucking video like you're actually at her ex-husband's grave, to sit here and say her child is fat, that you're going to fucking ruin his football career, to sit here and talk about you're going to get a FOIA request and you're going to put this child's dead father on a fucking hat and a fucking shirt and a billboard, you need smacked across your little ugly ass fucking face.
Did you not see that? I'm talking about the living ex-husband. He looked him up. And
I heard he called him too, and he gave him a little treat too.
And aired it, did it live and live streamed it, and whoa!
So you know what? So when his ass is fucking sitting in fucking jail, I hope he doesn't sit there and cry like a puss, because you know what? You was hard as fuck while you was doing it, huh? Ball till you fall, Jim Terry. Ball till you fall, buddy.
See, y'all make me nervous to cover him. I'm so nervous.
Josen, here's what I'm going to tell you. As somebody
be prepared. He will fire shots.
Yes,
I mean, I don't really have anything in my life that he can come after, but like Tim said, they'll make lies up.
He will.
Yeah, he does. He does. He makes a bunch of lies up. The best one he said about me is that I'm a crack dealer and sold crack to an undercover agent.
So what if you did though? You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh my god, this has got to be fucking dumb. Well, anybody that usually sells dope to an undercover agent does prison time at some point in time, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, lots of it.
Okay, so here's the thing you need to understand, Joneson. I understand that you don't have anything in your background and you don't have anything to lose, but he will go out and he will contact all of your family. He will find your friends from high school. He will go and...
I don't think he's even going to go that far because he's so wrapped up right now. And Mr. X said last night, I'm so tired of getting death threats. Well, I bet you are, because you know what? You fucked with the wrong goddamn group of people. And now they're coming for your fucking ass, because guess what? Not everybody's going to be fucking scared of him. Not everybody's going to sit the fuck back and mind their fucking P's and Q's and let him fucking bully people and do all kinds of shit.
And I'll tell you, he's getting death threats from Nathan Jacobson. Nathan is the same one that David
I don't blame him. Shit,
hired.
after everything I've seen him do, I don't feel a bit sorry for his ass. Not a motherfucking bit sorry.
No, but what I'm saying is he's messing with somebody who has zero to lose. This person was hired, the person that's giving them death threats was hired by a missing woman's husband to take out the missing woman's parents.
Wow.
So given that he's got somebody like that on his ass and all over him and his brother.
Always, Merc, always.
I mean, believe it or not, you will occasionally run into somebody on YouTube that really is about that life. That just because they're online all day, it could be house arrest, could be probation, could be they work from home, every now and then you will find somebody that really ain't got no problem putting a bullet in your ass. And they just ain't scared of you. And it will happen. And the more threats you make to people and nothing ever happens, the less scared they become of you. Because I will say that apparently he's went out a lot of people, and I ain't seen none of y'all dead yet. I ain't seen none of y'all in jail yet. So obviously most of these threats are pretty empty promises, it seems to be. Yeah, eventually you're gonna piss off the wrong person. Back to the juggalo thing right now. There's somebody in jail in that community right now for real life shit. Actually showed up at somebody's house.
I mean, you hear about the, Salty, the guy who said that thing when he was on, he says when he's about to die from cancer, he's going to go out for a certain person named JT. I don't want to repeat it, and then Salty left him on the panel for like an hour still after he made that threat. So maybe that's one of those guys that he's pissed off. I don't know.
I think that's that Nathan Jacobson guy.
Yeah, I don't know the guy's name. I was just like, I was so shocked when I heard that. I was like, whoa.
Do you have a way to get a hold of him?
What?
Yeah, I do. I've actually had before all that shit blew up. I do have a way to get a hold of Nathan Jacobson. Yes.
Well, you get in touch with him and tell him I want to get in touch with him.
Why does he hate JT so much? Like that's like some
It's not that he hates him. It's that he's seen what he's done damaging these cases.
Yeah, but he should just not make those threats. That's very, very bad. Let's just say that much. Because, not good to make those threats and not good to let a guy make those threats on your platform. That's my opinion.
I guess my thing is that I think that a better use of our time, if somebody were to do that, would be to find. Never mind. I can't say that. Never mind. Queen doesn't go for that. I'll just shut up now.
Mm-hmm. Really, I guess I kind of got introduced to him at all because of the whole dealing around thing. I guess that's how most people found him. Obviously, I remember him from the TV show, so I was at least familiar when I saw him. That was probably the only case. I'm pretty against, YouTubers going to potentially open crime scenes and touching and poking things. But I had actually made the comment that if you were ever going to go and sleuth and stick your nose in something, at least on the Dylan Rounds case, there doesn't seem to be hardly any cop involvement at all. So
yeah,
you could almost... There's just nothing in that town. There's nothing going on there, so I don't think you're going to hurt anything per se. I don't know.
But that also goes to show that JT picks out people who are unable to come after him for any repercussions of any harm he would be able to do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Damn it. Of course, I walked the room, now the pig gets up.
Well, I think he fucked around with the right person this time. See, that's the thing, is you don't know who you're fucking dealing with on these internet streets. Just because you think somebody don't have some, you got to be careful. You really fucking do.
And I hope so, Queen, because like I said, I think
he made his mark with Blue Bacon and the trolls and I think he met his match. I honestly, truly do.
We are going out, and the reason we came to help Aiden's family is because of the damage that Jim did. So, I mean, as somebody that does legitimate things to help the missing, I mean, we've cleaned up more messes professionally that Jim has made in damaging these cases than, I mean, it's becoming like we automatically know when we come in that probably Jim Terry's been involved at some point and fucked up one of these cases.
I think you're going to see more of that. I've been saying this since almost my arrival in the true crime community, that it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before a case becomes high profile enough that whether or not you have money or not, you're going to find you that Richard Gere primal fear attorney that wants to build their career off the backs of a very controversial case, that is an attorney who is worth their salt, who is going to take this case and defend the villain. And it's either never going to see a courtroom on account of tons of claims of chain of custody being broken, social media influence, requesting a change of venue, citing that you'll never get a fair trial here due to social media influence, or it's just going to get to court and get acquitted entirely because of something that a YouTuber or social media personality has stuck their nose in. And you are going to act, it's going to be a time too where almost the entire community is unanimously in belief that this person is guilty. And you're going to watch somebody walk. You're going to watch it happen. It's going to happen within the next year.
I fully agree.
I think you're going to have a Dolly or a BHB to blame. And at that point, you know, I'm not one on censorship. I'm not one on YouTube ever cracking the whip and saying you can't do this type of. I don't like the fact they're cracking down on conspiracy theory channels. I don't like that. But there may come a point in time that you have to kind of nip this in the bud, man. You can't keep going from YouTube internet investigator to showing up to people's homes and standing in their front yard all day. You can't do that.
That's not doing anything. That's not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, Dolly and them keep saying, we know where you are. We have eyes everywhere. I'm thinking, dude, you're camped out in the yard. She's in the house. The whole world knows where she's at. It's not like it's a secret.
Willow, she wasn't even in that house. She was at a motel.
Even worse. I know they said that and then said something about going to the wrong courthouse. And I'm thinking, you got eyes everywhere and you're not going to let Leilani get away. But yet you can't even locate the right courthouse she's in?
You had one job. You went down there with one fucking job. And you failed everywhere you went.
Mm-hmm. And then about got your ass whooped by the Hamburglar and the French fry guy. I mean, come on, dude.
God. Oh my God.
That really says all it needs to. He keeps talking about this fight he got into with the neighbor, but he's talking shit on social media. That's all I could think about was like, if the guy's right there, why are you telling me and another 1,000 people on Twitter? Why don't you go tell him? He's right there. Go tell him what you think. Talk all the same shit you're talking on Facebook to him. Bet you don't. He's gonna pop your bubble, buddy bear. He's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Girl, I agree fully. That just proves that they have no life and don't make a difference in real life at anything, or they wouldn't even have time to do that. I fully agree.
Yeah. I mean, like the real people that are trying to help Quentin are the guys who are in the dumpster going through garbage looking for a body for hours on end. With no thank you. They have to deal with trash, the smell, and the possibility of a rotten corpse, maybe multiple rotten, like there might be animals and all that stuff. And those are the real people that are not getting any super chats, any thanks, no likes, nothing. Nope. And people are thanking Dolly like he's doing something. No, Dolly's doing that shit.
They are trained professionals in that line of expertise, not a fucking 7-Eleven employee that hasn't ever done anything with his fucking life.
Not even just that. I mean, to hell with the Slurpee superintendent for a second. Even the people who are just people that work at that landfill. Think about how much just revamps the entire community for a minute, because you know good and damn well whatever route gets dumped right here has been halted. They're having to revamp how that entire landfill is being ran right now, probably causing a giant just cluster of shit.
Yes, sir. I called to
everything's
find out
being
how
changed.
landfills work. I have double checked. I've got a girlfriend whose husband runs a landfill, as does my father.
Yeah, because each day
I'm sure
a section that has to be filled in, so they have to go to Thursday this section was dropped off, like something like that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how they're doing it. Of course, they know that this trash runs on Thursday, so everything on Thursday gets dumped right here. This is where Thursday's run was going. So they've quarantined off that entire area. That means now the last 2 Thursdays of trash has to go somewhere else because it can't come here.
Yeah.
They're having to revamp the entire system of the entire trash system of that entire city. I mean, there's a lot of work going into this, I imagine.
Yeah. Like if you didn't have an area in the landfill opened up to receive the garbage, you've got to go in and totally reopen another section of landfill and get it ready to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of work going into this, man, besides throwing French fries at some neighbor. I mean, it's just weird to me.
Yeah, and I think like that's what gets me aggravated because you have like and then these YouTubers basically come there and say, "Oh, the police are doing nothing. They're complete trash." Blah blah blah. And it's like you're just sitting outside of fucking with.
Oh, and like Burden of Proof said, I just got about 15 different messages. Speaking of Quentin, the update is out. So if you want to go get it and pull it up,
yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see that.
You can find it on Chatham, usually like Chatham County, like their Facebook or their police website. Burden of Proof, where'd you find it at? So we can send Tim over there.
Yeah. All right, let me see. You may know.
I'm trying to brush my fucking hair out. If I don't get it brushed out, I'm gonna cut it all off.
Oh fuck.
I haven't had hair in years. And the shitty thing is I'm short.
Facebook. It's usually Chatham County Facebook. They put everything.
Let me see one moment.
I wish I had hair.
Oh yeah, see mine's long as hell. It's down to my ass. As long as fucking hell.
I used to have like really cool hair, and then being short as I got older, I realized it was thinning in the back, and none of my friends told me. I'm like, dude, all y'all at 6'4", 6'5", how come y'all ain't tell me I'm bald? I got that James Spann.
It's on Facebook. Okay, cool. Because I see like Burden of Proof has an update. She does it a lot. So let me see. I'm not sure if we can show hers without permission, so I'm just gonna look for the Facebook.
Thank you for understanding my struggle.
Oh man, I miss hair though. I would love to have tangled hair again, just to have hair, like especially in the wintertime. Thank God I got one of those natural born killer kind of Woody Harrelson perfectly round heads that don't look weird. Because I pretty much just decided I wasn't going to be that guy that tried to comb over or act as if I wasn't, like losing my hair in the back. So I've been like just straight shaved for the last decade.
So Willow, if I decide to cut this off, do you want me to make it into a wig?
I'll absolutely weave it up. I'll wig the hell out of it. Boy, I'll go full Axl Rose.
Because it's it's never had a color on it or anything since I grew it out. So if you want it, I'll give it.
I think that's what I did to mine. I think I killed it because I used to do some weird shit to my hair, like crazy dreadlocks and dyed bizarre colors and multiple tones. And oh yeah, I went through that Stone Temple Pilots thing for a while, kind of Nirvana-ish.
All right, it's kind of long, so here I'm just gonna go ahead and read it, you guys.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it right now on Facebook.
The Chatham County Police Department and FBI landfill search teams looking for Quentin Simon have sorted through literally tons of garbage over the last 4 days. This is the grueling part. And matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just pop these pictures up real quick because this is it's the landfill pictures that they have up. There's 2. So I'll post those real fast while I'm reading this. So there's one of them. That's sad as hell. You
shit.
Look at.
This is a
close they are.
Says this is a grueling part of our investigation that can only be performed by a team of specially trained law enforcement searchers. It is also dangerous, and searchers are exposed to numerous and very real health and safety hazards every minute that they are working. In order to help maintain the health of the search team, they will be standing down for 2 days after the landfill shift ends this late afternoon. This stand down coincides with the normal hours of operation for waste management. It will give everyone a chance to reset before the landfill search resumes just after sunrise on Monday morning. The Quentin Simon investigative case team will spend Saturday and Sunday conducting numerous interviews and will continue to analyze evidence they have already gathered in this case. We have worked every day since we received the call on October 5th that little Quentin was missing. We want you to know how much we appreciate the hundreds of messages of support that our department has received since this case has begun, and how much it means to every person working tirelessly on this investigation.
I didn't even think about the fact that you're walking around on piss cups, hypodermic needles,
everything.
Burnt foil. Yeah.
Dead animals.
Somebody has MRSA. I mean, it's garbage, and all of it combined makes a toxic.
Look at all that garbage. Look at that, and that baby's out there in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And you also, and not to get graphic about it, but like, you're not talking about finding, you know, Nick, who's jacked up, big old boy. You're talking about finding something that's, you know,
crushed, small pieces,
and tiny.
Yeah.
Well, and look at, you can't even disseminate what is, like, it doesn't even look like garbage. It just looks like piles of mud and sludge.
You know what? They should sentence. Dolly and Betty to go out there and go through the garbage.
Yeah, you want to do something constructive, you piece of shit? Take your fairy ass out there, zip your bubble up tight, grab a hoe, and go. No, I don't mean Betty. I mean an actual hoe, and go out there and do some heavy lifting, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
I think we got a super chat.
Yeah, like forced to sit out there. Forced to sit out there for 8 hours, just 8 hours, and we'll see how
even just sit on the edge of that and stand and hold a shovel.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I don't know about everywhere else, but here all our roadkill goes to the landfill.
Yeah, it's a lot of rotten corpses of dead animals, roaches, bugs, bed bugs.
So that means if they scooted out a little closer to the road, they could. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, Mimi. But at any rate, yes, if you wanted to go volunteer and do that, I would have no problem with you being there. I would have no problem with the 4,000 people in your chat that are co-signing this piss poor behavior. I would have no problem with the $4,000 a day rolling up in that son of a bitch either. I wouldn't really care.
I don't think it's $4,000 a day.
Yeah, I'm probably overshooting a little bit.
Yeah,
but we did come up with about 10, 15 grand a month. I mean, and that was about what we figured.
I was a little wrong with the view count because I totaled the total, but I think he got like 400,000 views this month. And that might be for other older videos and also other things. But also he's gotten, I think it says in the last 30 days, he's gotten like 5,600 in supercharge in 30 days, not the starting of October. So he's made.
And that doesn't count Venmo. That doesn't count Soap. That doesn't count PayPal, Cash App. None of that. That's just what you can see.
And let's not forget, they said that this is a specially trained search team. So not just any ordinary asshole can go out and do this job.
Yeah.
It's a specially trained team of people.
And is he really talking about going from a Slurpee superintendent to an actual PI? Did I hear that correctly, that he's kicking around becoming a PI? Seems like I saw that somewhere yesterday.
Oh Jesus, maybe he and James, maybe JT can go be his
Yeah, Dolly's gonna be like the new James Bond 00711.
00711.
7-Eleven. That's a good one. I don't know. I mean, like, it's just disgusting that they just continuously do that, and then like they don't really think about the people.
Dolly and Betty got kicked out of Tybee Island. They were told to leave and not come back.
Oh, really?
Oh, we got to start, you guys. We got to start a list of places where YouTubers have been kicked out of.
Yeah.
That's why she's all pissed off. That's why she's all going after Savage. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Savage was talking about it, and she's pissed. Here's her little comment. Right here's her comment that she made. See you in court, little girl. Pack a lunch. It'll be federal court. I hope you have the money this is going to cost you. Hope it's worth it for your lousy $30 to dog me.
At least she has better grammar.
She has 7 more comments after that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I just don't. I mean, sue me, sweetheart. It's not going to get you nothing.
Oh, she's gross.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And like I said, I'm not sure what I'm more taken aback by. You know, you really can't be mad at the dog for pissing in your floor. That's what dogs do. Be mad at the son bitch to let the dog in. You know, I kind of feel the same way about this. You really can't hate on entertainers for entertaining by any means necessary. That's what they do. But to some degree, for the people who are shelving out money to this shit, if you're doing it in the name of entertainment, by all means. I mean, if you're going to pay $50 a month for Netflix, you might as well throw your favorite YouTuber $20. I'm fine with that. But understand that you're doing this in the name of entertainment. You're not doing this in the name of that child. Because these two assholes have nothing to do with this.
Oh, they know that. Come on. That's like Dolly said. He wants somebody in Hawaii, a kid in Hawaii to go missing so he can go down there.
He said he could go missing in Hawaii. I'm getting tired of being cold.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Bro.
And there are plenty of missing kids in Hawaii, you fucking piece of shit. Like,
okay, Cynthia has a question. Can a felon be a PI? Shit, Jim Terry is.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably.
yeah, just go Mississippi, get a business
But Lorelai comes in with the great point. They will fail the ethics portion. He won't pass.
God, I hope so.
Yeah,
if ethics still mean anything at all.
Everyone in this chat could be a PI in Mississippi, basically.
Well, there's 5 states that anyone in this chat could be a PI in. My state happens to be one of them. I could be a PI. Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean, oh my Lord, dude, that's just so
there's some. There's some places you can get like degrees. I remember that guy who invented the stress analyzer machine, like the psychologist. He literally just did 6 hours of Bible reading, and he was able to become a doctor because of that. So that was basically it. It was like a course.
Life coaches are another one.
Yeah.
But Buttercup's got a point though. I was actually fixing to use that as an example, and she just touched on it. That and I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same with bounty hunters. That we obviously know Dog the Bounty Hunter. That was his whole shtick, and his storyline was the fact that he was a felon. And he became not just a bounty hunter, probably the most notarized bounty hunter in the history of bounty hunting. But that is also why he carries those pepper ball guns and shit like that, because I guess he can't actually have a firearm. But for the record, let me be clear. My shit's totally legal. I am a super duper felon, no doubt about that. But you can do what I did. I'm sure others have done it. If you ever want to be a lawyer, you ever want to do anything of that,
prison jail?
You have to go to what's called an expungement and parole board's hearing. And basically you have to go before the court, and it's not cheap, and explain why you should have your rights reinstated. Because believe it or not, some people think just because you're a felon, you can't own a firearm. There are certain misdemeanors that will bar you from owning a firearm quicker than being a felon. For instance, none of my shit was considered to be violent crimes, but yet a domestic violence, charge is actually a misdemeanor. That actually can prohibit you from ever owning a firearm, probably closer than some felons. Or some felonies. You automatically lose these rights, but you can have them reinstated, both voting and concealed carry permit. So
yes, you can petition the courts to get your rights back.
And my whole argument was pretty simple: that hey, if I was going to do anything nefarious and go on a killing spree, I wouldn't really care 2 shits if my paperwork was in order. I came here because I'm trying to do this the right way, legally, legitly. I could just be a felon and carry a gun illegally if I wanted to, but here I am, and I think that was kind of enough to prove my point. I haven't been in trouble in a very, very long time. So you can get it back. You can. But you probably won't get it back if you have any violent crimes. No, you probably won't. But I don't know what Dog the Bounty Hunter was in trouble for, but I imagine that you can probably be a felon and be a PI probably damn near anywhere, really, if you go before an expungement and parole hearing, or a pardons hearing, excuse me. Which I'm in a state that doesn't actually do expungements. That's still what it's called. They won't ever just wipe your record clean. They'll basically pardon it. They won't just expunge it. So there's ways around it. I don't know that Dolly.
Goddamn! Don't get in trouble doing a crime and have a firearm on you, because that's going to make it twice as bad.
Oh yeah. See, I don't like that rule either. Like, if you have drugs in the car and a firearm, basically the law says that if you get popped with illegal, substance in the car and a firearm, it automatically becomes an enhancement charge. I find that to be a little odd, considering the firearm was legal at the time. The weed may not have been legal. How does that somehow retroactively make this firearm more deadly or illegal now? If you want to say after the fact of being arrested for a drug charge, you ever get caught with a firearm again, I could hear that argument. But somehow how that gun becomes super duper illegal because I got a 20 sack of weed in the ashtray, I find to be do they even have ashtrays in cars anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've seen an ashtray in a car in a long time.
No, I don't have an ashtray in my Jeep. I have a 2004 Liberty, and I don't have an ashtray.
I don't think I've seen an ashtray in a car forever. When I said that, I was thinking, shit, bro, I don't even think they make ashtrays for cars no more.
I never used the ashtray in my car.
It was just a place to set my half joint that I put out before I went to the mall.
That's exactly what it was.
That's exactly and change, quarters and dimes
chains
and shit.
Joint holders.
Chains and joint, man. That's all that went in there. It's like,
you would so that girl, I agree with you. I would rather my gun user not be high. I agree, and I also agree on my gun not be high too.
The
price of ammo's high.
Pot though, pot.
Reload. Just reload.
I just can't see pot like affecting like your shots. I'm sorry. I can't see.
Not unless if it was to the last Hershey bar or slice of pizza.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't even know what made me think about that. As I was saying it, I was thinking, shit, dude, I don't think I've seen an ashtray. And even like cigarette lighters. Now, you still see cigarette lighters in cars, but you never see a cigarette lighter in them. Like when you go buy a new car, it's just a hole for you to plug up like
So
whatever.
do you
adapter or charger.
do you, I mean, are we getting into this discussion because Dolly's like a pothead and he's going to become a PI or?
Dude, Dolly must have the shittiest weed ever. I'm going to tell you straight up, bro.
He
My
smokes
weed,
back to back. If
back
you
to
are
back.
getting high, then he's
Yes,
smoking that dirt
yes.
weed.
He must be getting the shittiest weed. Virginia might be known for lovers, but it's known for shit pot, apparently. Because the weed I get, bro, you ain't chain lighting a blunt off a blunt. You will OD on Captain Crunch and Pop-Tarts, homeboy.
I'm
You ain't gonna make
saying,
it through 13
right?
blunts. Ain't no way. No,
Wait,
sir.
he smoked 13 blunts in a row?
Seriously, I've seen him on live smoke 6 or 7.
yeah,
No shit.
it's
That's
back
not
to
an exaggeration at all.
And
He
he's
will
like,
literally,
That's not hard to do.
I mean, he'll literally stop a stream. He will show up to start a show with 4 or 5 pre-rolls sitting there. And then literally halfway through a stream, I've seen him numerous times hey, hold the fort down for a second, bro. And he'll, kill the camera and roam off and go get some more blunts and come back in and sit and roll weed in the stream. Like, I promise you, 4 or 5 blunts, I'll make it through a stream, even a really, really long one.
Oh, I think I would too, but I don't know.
We need to ask
know.
our resident expert, Queen, how many blunts?
I bet
I know,
Queen gets some
Queen, how
one-hit
many do
shit.
you go through?
Well, I'll be honest. I go through about if we do a live long, I go through about 2 grinders full.
Grinders? What is a grinder full?
Oh, Jesus, Tim.
Like, packed to the rim with some weed. It's enough to roll a good 2 or 3 joints out of it at least.
Okay, because I don't smoke weed, so I don't know these terms of art.
The grinder's like that little round circle thing with the little teeth in it. You put the bud in and just grind that shit up real quick so it's easy to roll. You ain't gotta sit there.
Here comes your education, Tim.
Yeah,
My
yeah, I got.
education, yes.
Yeah, there's grinders all around this house. But I mean, I don't know. As I've gotten older, I've chilled out a little bit. I used to be that guy that could smoke a quarter sack to arrive, no matter what the hell I was doing. I'm just going down to the Chevron and back and done rolled a $30 joint. Now, as I've gotten older, I've got a little more paranoid. Now I can hit my little bong or my little gravity one time. I'd be so damn high and paranoid. I'm over here like Ice Cube going, do I look high? Like I'm finna walk up here. See, I'm also in a state where the shit ain't legal. Where like my weed still my weed still comes in a plastic bag from a guy named Kyle who's a third shift cook at Denny's. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just go into the store.
I found a company to order from.
Just
See,
I'm doing that.
That's my thing. I'm terrified, dude. I'm in the Bible Belt, bro. I'm in Alabama.
Too. I used to be terrified, and I found this legit company. Just email me.
I sit between 2 fucking legal states.
Where are you?
You're in Wyoming, aren't you?
Yes.
Wyoming. It's one of the few states I've never been, but however, a buddy of mine just signed a deal with this booking agency that does a lot of college campus shit. And for whatever reason, they have them in Montana and Wyoming all the time. He's like, Willow, you got to come up here, bro. It's like Yellowstone, but like without Kevin Costner.
I live 98 minutes from Yellowstone National Park.
Dude, he loves it up there. Until last year, he got caught in his first winter up there. And he's like, okay, bro, this sucks. He's like, bro, this sucks.
It was 28 degrees here last night.
He's down here where I'm at. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, man. He ain't seen no shit like the Wyoming and Montana winters, man. He didn't know what the hell.
At one point, I think I was on this panel one night last winter, and I showed everybody what 32 below outside was like.
Shit. The same agency we've actually done shit with before, they book a lot of what we call like house gigs where they want the same, basically for you to be a glorified cover band for a couple of weeks and come in and just play the same venue 3 nights a week.
You could probably pack a month in Billings doing shows around that town.
They did us in Alaska. It was like the deadliest catch of bands. They needed a house band for like 4 weeks. They put you in this nice ass chalet. We only played 2 nights a week full band and then 2 nights a week acoustic. So basically we got 3 nights a week to just roam the earth of Alaska.
Oh my God, Willow, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. But I'll never forget, man, when my buddy calls that everybody kind of went on their own time, and I get this phone call that says, "Bro, don't pack anything. Just buy clothes when you get here."
Yep.
I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Bro, Alabama doesn't sell winter shit that is prepared for what you're about to see." I'll never forget him saying that. They don't sell shit in Alabama prepared for this.
Y'all,
He was right.
found the story. I found the story about the kid that was the wrestlers that were attacked by the bear. That was like right here in my backyard. They're from Northwest College, and I found the local story where they interviewed him on the local news on Montana this morning about the grizzly bear that attacked those 4 college kids.
I saw that on Tucker Carlson last night. They had the kid on there.
In the Bobcat Houlihan Wilderness, which is right. I mean, like that stuff we've hiked for years. That's one of the best places you can go to get shed antlers.
They're talking about winters in Calgary and parts of Canada. I'm sitting thinking, hell, we in Alabama last night, we in shock that it got down to 29 degrees last night. It's only October. We were freaking out going, holy shit, you're 29 degrees here. You got your grandma and your auntie calling, hey, leave your sink running. Don't want your pipes to freeze. That's Alabama for you, man. It gets below freezing and it drops 1 drop of rain anywhere in the state. You can't find milk or bread for like 100-mile radius.
I heard, like Siberia, I think it is. It's like it gets so cold there in certain parts. They don't even have like indoor like plumbing or pipes. So everything has to be like, for instance, what they showed like this short video of a guy who takes like a shower once. They do like once a week or something, or once every 2 weeks type of deal. And he literally has to go out, get firewood, get ice to melt in the oven with the firewood, and then slowly get into a steam room where the steam goes in there because there's no pipes for water and stuff like that.
Sounds like Dolly. Once a month bathing.
My longest, bestest friend lives in Alaska. She moved there when we were in 4th grade. And she was down this last summer, and then she's coming down. She gets here, I think, tomorrow. And she'll be here for a week. But that's very similar to like where they live in a remote Alaskan village, because they like to get out of their village. You can't even drive. You have to fly. They're like super uber remote. They get their stuff flown in once like twice a month. They get their groceries flown in, all of that. It is the most insane remote living. And they raise a family. She's a flight medic. I mean, like that's their way of life up there.
I did see a pizza delivered by way of snowmobile. I thought that was the wildest shit I'd ever seen. Like a pizza delivered by way of a snowmobile. I'm like, that shit ain't gonna be warm, right? Like there's no way that's hot. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the winter thing. I love it, man. It's pretty. From where I live, it's cool to see it. We don't see snow on Christmas. It might be cold, but chance of it snowing on Christmas is pretty slim. We got to go about as far as Kentucky for that shit.
We don't always get snow on Christmas where I live either.
Our snow comes at weird times, like March, late February. We had this one blizzard in '93. It happened like at the end of March. It snowed like 4 foot. That's Alabama for you. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Did anyone see the Molly? Like I saw Perplex QT talking about the whole Molly thing, Molly Golightly thing a little bit. Did you see that? Like someone was apparently
Which one?
The one where someone was apparently crying on her stream about something, and Molly was just looking at her phone while this person was crying.
Oh, well, I mean, that just sounds like Tuesday.
Yeah, sounds like Molly. Definitely.
I'm sorry. Like, you just can't.
Hold on, buddy.
I'm just trying to look for that stream. Okay, so
there he goes.
Yeah. It looks like that she's still doing the Dre McCrae thing now from views. Let me see. And it's suddenly gotten very, very quiet. Did someone get like attacked by like some sort of dog or a pig?
No, that was the pig going outside.
Yeah,
pig.
I missed the mute button. I was walking down the hallway behind. I was like, "Oh shit! I missed the button. That's loud as shit."
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the pig. I heard that. I was like, is he being attacked by a pig? Is this the end of Will? Will we never
nah,
see Will again?
that's the hoofs and the hardwood floor. He
That, that must be like creepy at night. Like, like you get like a bad dream and then you think like a devil is coming near you with
Why don't
hooves.
you get him silicone covered? Why don't you cover his hooves in silicone so it gives him some grip on that hardwood?
To be honest with you, I have actually sprinkled this house throughout with area rugs and runners for that very reason. Not really because of the volume of it. Really, it's just these earbuds are super loud. It's really not that bothersome to hear it. But yeah, he doesn't get grip for shit. Like I have
Right.
to have little rugs around because he gets no traction on this floor.
Like we do a thing with the horses, and there's like a silicone dip that you can do when they've got to be on a slicker surface. Check into that, Willow. Talk to your farrier.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I had a tough time finding a damn farrier that would do his damn hoofs. I couldn't believe the amount of farriers around here that do horses and various other shit wouldn't do his hoofs, man. It took me
Are you kidding?
forever. No, I couldn't
Oh
find
man,
anybody.
my farrier does pigs all the time. That's funny.
I think it's because they didn't want to do the whole flip them over thing. You can flip them over, but they do that squilling thing the whole time they're on their back.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt them, but like, yeah, I
It's
think
uncomfortable.
See, my pig is so spoiled, he's pissing in my driveway right now. Because it rained a little bit, he doesn't want to get muddy, so he's pissing in my driveway on the asphalt. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. But you know what? This is fixed to be my ex-wife's house, so I don't give a shit. Piss wherever you want, homie. Do your thing, baby. Now where are you going?
The pig is rebelling. The pig is rebelling.
I got to get the pig his own channel, man. Maybe that's what I
Yeah,
can do.
you got to get the pigs his own channel. It could be like True Crime Swine. True Crime Swine. And then
you do a 24/7 pig cam.
Oh, dude, put a GoPro on top of his harness and just let him roam around.
Oh, dude, that would be
And then you just like mess with Dolly. You'll make like an edible cake with Dolly's face on it and just have him eat the cake or something, like part of a live stream, like a video. Like, this is what I think of you, Dolly. Like,
come here, Piggy.
A bullhorn shaped cake.
Exactly.
Give Piggy Smalls his own bullhorn.
Fueled by coffee and swine.
Pee-pee, what are you doing?
Oh, that would be amazing. That
Hey, my city.
Fueled by coffee and swine. Amazing name.
Oh my god.
So
I
cool.
love him.
Look at how big he is.
That's your boy.
Let me look at this pig. Oh my god. I love pigs.
All I need now is to get remarried to my cousin, and the jokes will be complete. Alabama, indoor pig. The joke will be complete.
Oh my God. Brandon Lawson was sentenced to 20 years in prison, but only has to serve 1. Armstrong confirmed that Brandon Lawson is the son of Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's okay, Pee-pee. You okay, baby? Nobody gets you. Nobody gonna get him, I promise.
Even the pig objects to Brandon Lawson's sentencing.
Nobody gonna get him, buddy. Come here. Yeah, I can't fucking believe that. That was just sent to me. I cannot believe that. Hey, Nadia, what's up?
Hey, I wanted to tell y'all a story about when I purchased pigs about a year ago. We were going to another county. We had an appointment, and there was a sign that said baby pigs for sale. I think it said piglets for sale or something. And some individuals in the van were like, when we get back, we really want piglets. And I was thinking, okay, we're going to go get these really cute piglets. So I said, okay, well, let's just think about it. We maybe can stop by and see them. Well, of course, we ended up purchasing 2 piglets. Now, these were not tiny, cute piglets, and I don't even know what I was thinking to have even bought them. But They probably weighed about 45 pounds each. They were cute. They would talk to you. You would talk to them, and they would like snort back at you. And we put them in the bathroom for the night. And I contacted my cousin because we didn't have fencing or anything. This was like I actually call things a pig purchase now if I buy something without thinking. And they nearly destroyed the entire bathroom. So that next morning, I had to take the pigs back to the farm. I did not get a refund. And the mama pigs were throwing a fit to get their piglets back. And all the other farm animals were making this horrible noise. So anybody thinking that they need pigs, I also want to say that our sheriff had said, like, I found this out after the fact, that some people dispose of bodies by throwing them into the pig pen. Apparently they'll eat anything and they can be quite aggressive. And I didn't know that. And I'm now terrified of pigs.
They can eat
they're very
anything with the
aggressive.
skull because they can't get their mouth around the skull.
Yep.
Oh, they can't do the skull. Well, these
Unless
pigs
it's
would have slammed
if it's small. If it's small, but a normal sized human head, no, they can't get around the skull.
These were piglets, but they nearly knocked. Like, we put them in the bathroom with like cozy blankets. I had bathed them, and I don't know what I was thinking, but even my cousin who has a farm, she was like, "Well, chasing piglets is traumatizing." She's like, "I really don't think it's a good idea." And by the next morning, they had nearly knocked the commode off of the sill to the floor. We could hear the ramming of they were gonna tear everything up. Like, it was so bad, and I'm traumatized from it. So anybody thinking of it, just read about them first. Find all the information. Don't do a pig purchase. Like, what I call is a something that I do, just buy something without thinking about it. But it was hilarious.
An impulse buy, a pig purchase. I
call them a pig purchase now, and it's a joke, like, with my friends and family, because this was, it was hysterical, because the pigs were tearing up. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, we could hear them. They were just tearing up stuff, and they went right back to the farm.
You have to immediately get them fixed. And believe it or not, they're actually kind of like goats. They actually generally, long term, will do better with a partner, with a friend, with somebody to hang out with. But they are weird animals, man. You have to pretty much take everything you knew about dogs and traditional domestic animals and just forget it. It's the same with the hedgehog. The hedgehog, is kind of like a hamster, I guess, in a roundabout sort of way, but totally nocturnal. And you can't change that about it. If your habits are, if you're a day person, that's not going to be a pet for you, because the hedgehog don't even come out. You won't hear it until 9 p.m. Then it gets up and wants to hang out till 4 a.m. and then wants to go to bed when the sun comes up.
But you can put it in the cage, right? Like,
oh yeah, it's a little bitty. Mine weighs like 120 grams, I think, before she passed. So, little bitty things, man. But they are freaky, because if you're not used to them and they get startled, they do the whole Sonic thing where they ball up and shoot their little quills out at you and kind of bow up. They do what's called helmeting.
My best friend had one as a child.
They're great.
Got loose, and we never found it again. But we were little, and she had one, and I thought he was really cool. But
now, my pig, being a male pig, does grow tusks that you have to have removed every so often.
I didn't know that either. And both of these were male piglets.
I'm trying to find something for scale. I just had his teeth done last week, and I kept the teeth because I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to do something with these teeth. All right, so here is his teeth compared to a Bic lighter.
It's covered the screen, so we can't see
got an overlay.
Oh, shit, now. My bad. I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I got my earbuds in, so I wasn't even looking. Dude got some teeth, bro. Like holy cow teeth.
Wow.
Oh.
Christ.
Look at that. I guess they could eat somebody.
Yep. And they literally hang out like the side of his face. Like,
right.
If he decided he wanted to go buck on your ass, it could be a problem. They're legit, man.
This was a problem, and they were little, like, not tiny, but they were still babies, and nope, they won't talk me into another.
I will say, knowing what I know now, if I had bought the pig, I would have bought a female. They are definitely a little more manageable. The males are ornery. They are confrontational. They are pack, herd animals, so they kind of want to impose dominance, if you will. You kind of have to some people will tell you to rough them up a little bit, like not beat your pig or nothing, but like
your pig.
you know,
You're endorsing pig abuse here on this channel.
well, like
Queen, get him out of here. Get
you
him
can't
out.
let him. You can't let him run the show. If he does the little mean grunt or stands his ground about things, sometimes they actually make these little boards that you're supposed to kind of just nudge him with, almost like what you would see a riot control gear,
Well,
and it's literally just to
farm
nudge
had
him
like
out
a
of the way.
shock stick. He was having to shock the mama pig's back when we were trying to put the. Well, first, trying to eat, like they were coming over the fence to get the piglets out of the carrier that I was trying to give back to them because it was too. They said that both the mom pigs would take care of all the piglets, even though they weren't. It didn't matter which ones were theirs.
They're herd animals,
right? And I love that because as a person, I'm also like that. Like I'll take care of everybody else, but he was using the shock tool, like actual.
It's called a hot shot, or it's like a cattle prod.
Yes, and I was like, that
shot.
should have been a giveaway that this was a bad idea because I didn't have one of those, nor would I want to know how or want to use one.
Well, Nadia, pigs' noses are even more powerful than a dog's nose. A dog's nose is like 8,000 times powerful. So the fact that they were trying to knock the commode off the base, that was their nose smelling.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we could hear it. It was slamming into like and my husband, he deals with my antics of this type of thing, but he was like, no, they gotta go back, get them out of my house. And I'm like, don't worry. Like I've got it.
Is this a recommendation we're going to give to Dolly that he should, forget about Lolo and just go with the pig, get a new pig as his, and it could be like his mascot.
No, but
he already has one riding shotgun with him on the way back from Georgia.
And say he got a shotgun rider that covers that, but I'm sorry, I just don't see Dolly being able to be as responsible as Willow. I just don't. Like that pig's going to end up being the death of him, and then the pig's going to have to be put down because it tasted human blood.
That was kind of the thing. There you go. That's what I was kind of showing. They tell you don't feed them by hand. That's a bad habit to get into because they are naturally food aggressive. All pigs are food aggressive.
So
that's a hard habit to break.
Do you think Dolly would make the pig like smoke marijuana and just get the pig high?
Oh yeah, it'd be a roasted pig, no doubt.
Talk about a ham hock.
I wonder if Dolly gets BHB to put an apple in her mouth when she squeals. I'm kidding. Sue me, baby, sue me. Catch me now. I'm actually not poor.
Oh my word.
Not as poor as I was last week. But
oh my God, Willow.
Better than I was last week. I'll say that. I still have a crazy ex-wife just trying to throw me out of my own house as we speak. That's chaotic as shit. That's weird to get served with an eviction paper on your house.
Do you have a leash for your pig where you walk him?
Yeah, no. I ain't gonna lie to you. He doesn't do well on the harness, which is kind of the situation I'm in right now with this relocation. I'm skittish as hell where I'm gonna put him. He's never been outside of this house. He doesn't know anything beyond this yard. He was born, raised, grew up here. He doesn't know that there are other yards in the world. He's never seen a dog bigger than a Chiweenie. He doesn't know that they come in all shapes and sizes. The neighbor where I'm fixing to go has a bull mastiff. That's going to be interesting as shit because that dog is probably bigger than the pig. Not by a tremendous amount of weight, but he is bigger. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go, man. Pigs are very fight or flight. They are either rabidly aggressive or they are scared of their own shadow. And most of the time, they're a dash of both. Like today, I walk outside. My neighbor is doing yard work in my yard. Appreciate that, but scared the hell out of the pig. Comes out, pig's, trying to take a piss. He hears rumbling behind the trailer. I got like my band trailers parked in the front yard. He hears rumbling behind the trailer. Pig freaks out. Instead of running back to the house like you'd think he would do or in the door, no, he runs to the tree line and hides in the rose bush. That's just what pigs do, man. So they're easily startled, and when they get startled, they're hard to wrangle in. So I wish he was more of a leash harness animal, but we got this big property. It's fenced in. I've just never really had to deal with it. Yeah, I'm a little concerned now because he, you can put a leash on him. He just don't like the harness, and you pretty much have to harness him. You can't collar He just doesn't like putting the harness on. So that's usually an event. Takes 20, 30 minutes and about a 6-pack of beer to get him to put it on. And before anybody calls PETA, just want y'all to know that that's actually recommended by the vet. That if you need to sedate him a little bit, pop a cola with your pig, throw in a football game, sit back and chill. Let the pig, get him a natty light or something. You know what I'm saying? And pigs can drink beer. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the pigs drinking beer. Actually, I've
Pork
seen that.
chop in every can.
Absolutely, it's like marinating. It really is a thing. They can take lots of human stuff. Like he loves hard candy. If he gets just obnoxiously loud, give him a Jolly Rancher. He will literally walk around that Jolly Rancher. All you'll hear for the next 30 minutes. And he'll just smack on it, walking around the house. The problem with giving him gum or Jolly Ranchers is eventually he'll spit it out, and he's not going to tell you where you put it. You're just going to find it on your hardwood and on the bottom of your shoe. You'll locate it eventually. He won't eat it. He won't swallow the gum. He will spit it out. He'll eventually crunch the Jolly Rancher usually. Loves peppermints. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll frisk you over a peppermint. You got some of them hard, like Brock's peppermints, some old red and white ones you get from the bank when you was a kid. You got a couple of them in your pocket. He will root all the way up your pants leg and right out your pocket. He'll get them peppermints. He will rough you up like Debo. Like if you got hard candy in your pocket, he'll find it, bro.
And just so everyone knows, we're not talking about BHB. We're talking about a pig. So if people
we're talking about an actual pig.
No.
Yeah, if anyone gets confused listening to
the
this
notorious PIG, not BHB.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the notorious PIG.
Did you ever think of getting like a wig that looked like BHB and just put it on the pig's head and just pretend that do like a skit?
To be honest with you, I never actually drawn the correlation between the two until today. Never really given much thought to it, but
you dress up like Dolly, you put the beard on and like the hair, and then you put the wig on and you just do a skit.
Speaking of a skit, who was that the other day on here? Day before yesterday.
Which one? Do you mean Blowhard?
They came on.
Blowhard Betty.
Yeah, they came under the BHB skit.
Yeah, that's Villamilla. Viloma, thank you.
I got to find that she has a channel, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, she does, actually.
I've got to go see this because her mannerisms were so spot on with that. Oh, my God. Like, that was really good. The only part that made it a little unbelievable is even with her trying to be over the top, way better looking. Like, not even apples and oranges. But the mannerisms were just, oh my God, perfect. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, she does pretty good. I mean, she actually threw me off because I didn't know who she was the first time because I never really saw her face. Usually she just talked, I just heard her voice once in a while. So she threw me off for at least until yesterday, actually, I didn't know who it was. So it's interesting. It's actually, she does pretty well. She got me.
Does she do anybody else?
No,
surely she makes fun of a few of them. Just her? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, she's just like she's a very serious person. She lost her son, and she was, if you heard her story, it's pretty tragic. And
Oh.
Yeah.
So she probably takes a personal dislike to some of the shit these guys pull.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was very well warranted coming from from somebody that could put themselves in some of these families' positions.
Yeah. Because she's, she takes it very seriously. I think it's called Viloma Unstuck. I mean, let me see. One moment. I'll toss the video. I'm sure Queen wouldn't mind if I toss it in the chat. Here, I'll put it in the chat, Viloma Unstuck, and...
See, I mean, like, at what point, and this is going to sound kind of shitty, I'm not aiming this at her or anybody specific. I generally am a person who's not a big, I'm not a big fan of arguing from life experience. And what I mean by that is I have seen people take statistics and numbers that are right here in your face that clearly say the opposite. But because, my cousin had this happen to her when she was 17, you said, don't you tell me. I just don't like that argument because just because you know somebody that something happened to doesn't necessarily make that the norm. It can still be an anomaly. However, when you're dealing with subject matter like this and you have people like her, who are rabidly against what you're doing. When you have people like Kylie Rodney's mother coming out saying, it's over, it's done, please stop, leave this alone. We are content with it. Why don't you be? Basically asking the community to back the hell off and leave it alone.
Yeah.
And that's not good enough. At what point does the victim's family not have a little more say so in how this plays out than you? At what point do they not get to call when enough's enough? And to me, that's a little tasteless and disrespectful. I don't care what the conversation's about. If you've got people who have been here before who are against what you're doing, it ought to make you question what you're doing a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of people, they don't get called out for their audience for doing it, and they get rewarded instead. So they're just going to keep on doing it, to be honest with you. So the real blame doesn't lie on the content creator; it lies in the audience that is just eating up it and that ignores the.
I agree 100%. It's kind of why I said it the other day about, these YouTubers do what your audience allows them to do. If you continue to throw $20 every time I make some crude ass joke about a situation or whatever, you're rewarding bad behavior. You're breeding this shit. And then you get pissed off that they're doing it. You've rewarded it.
Yeah. I mean, that's my opinion. And that's why it's like,
I agree.
Did y'all see where he said he's been hit up by Nancy Grace and Court TV? Dolly? Yeah.
I thought he was doing Survivor.
Oh, no, he decided not to do that. He said he sent a video in.
Yeah,
he did. He didn't send no video in.
He would have to not smoke weed for at least a couple of days.
It's not even about the weed, bro.
They sent him money for the flight.
Dude. He can't ride half the rides at Six Flags, bro. What the hell is he going to do on that island? He ain't exactly a peak physical specimen.
Right, but they could send him up the tree to get the bananas or the coconuts or the mangoes.
He put the lime in the coconut.
But his subscribers paid for the flight for him to go do that.
For the tryout.
I'm confused about the flight because I live in the same state that apparently he does. And when we go to Tybee Island, I would never fly. But of course, I don't know where he's located, but we drive. So I'm confused about the plane ticket.
I don't know. Be on Survivor with a criminal record like that for abuse.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was always kind of the other joke I thought was odd about the community, is that so many of these people who are actually the ones out there in people's yards and going to people's jobs and causing a scene are all convicts and drug addicts. And it's like, this is the people searching for your child, huh? Well, don't get me wrong. If my child was missing, I wouldn't care who found the child. Obviously.
Yeah, but what better situation for a person that can't get legitimate, a good job, right, like that, than just to go on YouTube and make do you think Dolly
breeding ground for shit people?
Yeah, I mean, do you really think Dolly can make $5,000 in a month doing anything other than this?
No.
Legal? No.
Yeah, absolutely. Even illegally, that would require him to actually be a little bit of a hustler and selling his dope or whatever. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's easy money for some people. He built up the channel. He got fans and he's making money. I mean, it's simple as that.
And he has a radio show, and people call in and praise him and tell him he's amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think that I could probably make a decent living just playing on YouTube. And I don't need to supplement a whole lot. I just need to make up for the ex-wife's income at this point.
Yeah,
I could probably get by doing it.
Make a pig channel. I'm telling you now. Just make a pig. Just buy your pig doing what you gotta do. This is the formula for the animal pig channel. You gotta get toys for the pig, make them do some puzzles, cute things. So I don't even think you should even speak. You should just have dialogue typed into the video, so you know
the pig's talking what he's thinking and saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Round buttons that they are, that you make it say things and he can tap the buttons.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Drop a super chat, bitch.
Yeah, we got a super chat.
And make it. And the first thing you want to do is just make shorts. Make a bunch of shorts at first. Don't make long videos because people's attention spans are shit. And just make a bunch of shorts with it. Drop maybe 2 a day, and then just keep on doing that and grinding it. And I guarantee you that would probably start getting picked up by the algorithm. And then do TikTok as well. Do TikTok
and
as well.
Totally, all you got to do is put a GoPro up and let it film the pig 24/7, like the penguin cam, or
I would definitely watch.
like there's many people that would watch, and bam.
To be honest,
for the pig, and there you go.
I've actually thought about making him his own little, social media outlet of some sort. The problem really is, as much as it sounds like it's fun, for the most part, pigs walk around with their nose flat to the ground all day long, just staring at the hardwood. I mean,
My French bulldog does that too.
Yeah, that's why you want to make it like short, so you don't have to do it too much. Just do, I'm telling you, do short TikTok and shorts on YouTube, and then you'll build up an audience, and you just basically like, for instance, feeding day, you just get like a watermelon, you smash it in front of it, and you let it eat the watermelon in front, like in a short, or like when you like just do some like funny things with it, and you would probably pick up. Like, I'm serious.
He does love some watermelon.
Yeah, and
he loves it.
There's a thing called pig ASMR too, like the chomping. For some
Yes,
people,
I've
they really
seen
like
that.
Yeah, you'll be richer than like Queen Bee in like probably like 6 months, to be honest.
Dude, I just need, I'm not even trying to get like PewDiePie, man. I just need to come up with about an extra $1,500, $2,500 a month. I think that's totally feasible. That's an obtainable goal on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, see, someone mentioned a pumpkin. Do a short with a pumpkin right now. I'm serious. Make a channel.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And just do a pumpkin. Yeah. Maybe dress up your pig once in a while for a short, like a trick or treat special with your pig. It's like trick or treat. You dress them up like, someone, I don't know, we've been talking about.
Like you want to get real technical about it. Hell, probably half of that. So I'm definitely going to do something. I don't know if it'll necessarily be with the pig, but I can tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sell promise and hope to brokenhearted families one super chat at a time. That I'm not going to do. I would rather be the villain. I would rather say all the rude, crude, un-PC shit. I would rather almost be the shock jock guy that everybody hates, that has a small niche base that is, that gets the angle, that understands than to sit here and try to sell something to an audience of 4,000 people. As much as I'd like to have 4 or 5K in my chat every time, great, good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you. He is entertaining. I've said that a million times about the guy. I cannot take away from his hustle. I cannot take away from his entertainment value. He is a funny dude.
Where is this entertainment? Because I've watched it.
Oh, I think he's funny. I do think he's a good
I just look at him and I'm like, okay, this is fucking boring to me. But maybe I just have a different sense of humor. It's subjective.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's what he did that's kind of wild to me. And I can actually point to a couple true crime channels that have done this. Now I ain't talking about him going on the scene. That's where me and him kind of have a problem now. As I used to be on that show all the time, and we kind of bonded over the fact of MGL, BHB, and all them showing up at Don Wales' job. And I was so outraged against this. I thought, what the hell are you doing? I get it. I understand they look guilty. But as of right now, victims, any way you slice it, until somebody puts cuffs on them, they're victims. And
that's
you're
where
going
we
to these
bonded,
people.
Willow. That's exactly where we bonded.
To be honest with you, mathematically speaking, historically speaking, do I think the whales are asshole deep in this? Yes, I do. So does everybody else. But the fact is, right now, if you're going to stand with the victims and listen and believe all victims, then guess what? As of right now, until somebody puts handcuffs on those two assholes, they're victims. And so act accordingly. And me and him agreed on all of this. And he used to call out BHB and MGL and all these people for all the same shit. And then one day I come in there and Molly comes on panel. And all of a sudden, she pulls kind of a reverse Dolly bomb where she brings all her people. They're all running up as subs, running up as likes, dropping $20 super chats at a time, probably pulled God knows how much money in that one conversation. And then all of a sudden, man, Molly's really not that bad. She's just an entertainer. She's kind of misunderstood. 20 minutes later, I come back in. They're all wrenches. They're all mods. Everybody from Justin to Molly to BH. All these people you were talking shit about for the last 2 months. Now they're all mods and they're all running your channel and everything is harmonious. And now he's on location doing the exact same shit. That's where I have a problem.
I cannot stand that morgue makeup guy.
Yeah, one moment. Queen, are you there? Queen? Are you there, Queen?
Yep. Yes, I am. Hold on. And I just saying it's me, Jay. Got a super chat. Let me play this real quick.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got
Yeah.
a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
Boom. What?
All right.
What?
I think
All right, man. Okay.
All right.
What happened to that dude? He just fell off, man.
He's busy going to war with some other we've talked about. He's
It's sad. I feel like I'm watching him deteriorate.
The other thing that bothers me about this community is that right there. I hear it all the time, and he said it. Talked about Ryan, talked about a few other people. Oh, y'all are just pissed off because I came out of nowhere and look at how big my channel's got. And he was having 4, 5, 6, 700 people in his chat. The thing that seems to be weird about the true crime community also is it is dependent on the case. Meaning you can have 4,000 in your chat today.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a darling of a media case tomorrow, you're back to a couple hundred in your chat. That's it. Which really says they're not there for your riveting, award-winning content or your nuclear hot take opinions. They're here for the train wreck and the tragedy.
I mean, you see it with every true crime channel. Like, you get the dedicated,
Absolutely.
like, I mean, for instance, I'll give you an example. Sleuth Bomb. Sleuth Bomb gets, like, usually, like, 40, 50 people who are just dedicated, will watch anything she puts out. But then when she does, like, a hot take topic, she'll get double or sometimes triple the numbers on that. It's just how it is. People are just, they're attracted to the story. And usually the stories are covered like, it's the white blonde lady, blue eyes, usually the media picks up. And then, any other story, they're just kind of like ignore a lot of the general media, unfortunately, So that's simple as that. So, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with Zap Girl. Zap Girl, if she covers another case, like, she's got increased numbers, but like, I've seen her with the Kylie Rodney thing. She got like 4,000, close to more people, and then suddenly it drops.
Well, that's actually one of the reasons why I actually kind of gravitated over here. To be honest with you, anytime a channel can kind of have in the bar scene what we would refer to as a built-in crowd, a built-in audience, a base of some nature, I always admire that. I don't care if this dude's pulling 4,000 and you're pulling a couple hundred. Is it the same names of that couple hundred in there every day? Then to me, that says a lot more, because that says to me, I don't give a damn if Queen's talking about, this case, that case. Are we talking about, pigs biting your hands off? It doesn't matter. She has a base core of people that support her no matter what. That says something. That says a lot.
It does.
That says that these are people that are here for the long haul. And I like that. I think that's, it's not to say that it's not still great to have those giant surges in numbers. Sure. But, I promise you when this case is over, he won't have 4,000 people in his chat.
Yeah. I mean, generally I've seen, like, I don't know. I've seen before he had maybe I think 1,000 people usually watch him. Maybe like less. I'm not sure. But he gets a dedicated crew of people that come onto his chat and watch him. But I think that's because they come there for his personality, nothing else. They don't care. He could be talking about soap for I literally saw him packing soap, and he had over 100, 200 people watching him.
Yeah.
Fox News breaking alert.
What's up?
Paul Flores found guilty in the 1996 murder of Kristen Smart in Salinas, California.
God, that took a while.
Yeah, it did.
Wow, a long while. I forgot how long ago that's been.
Did y'all go?
1996?
Dude, I'm old. Holy shit.
All are, but
I'm way old.
I was a baby.
Can you I'm trying to remember, what is that case? I'm sorry, maybe I'm just I'm not up to date. What's the basis of that
Kristen
case?
Smart. Thanks for asking me the backstory that I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Sorry.
I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of a girl that was kidnapped and then found. Who am I thinking of? The blonde with the crazy
Elizabeth
Jesus
Smart.
guy. Oh, okay.
Elizabeth?
I'm getting them confused. Okay. Continue.
Let me get it pulled. Oh, and then the little girl, Nicole, the one that we talked about, that the mother sliced her neck, and then took her to a hospital in a laundry bag or in a laundry basket. She has a $15 million bond.
Jesus.
That's
Good.
basically like you're not getting out of jail unless you get like $1.5 million up for the bail bondsman, and they don't even going to let you get that type of money.
No,
And
that's not
then
going to happen.
I also have an update on my local town council guy who was arrested for child pornography. He
Yeah,
has
just
now
use the P. Yeah, just be
Oh,
careful.
I'm sorry. He has now officially been charged with 72 counts, and he's sitting in our county jail on an $800,000 bond.
Wow.
I'm surprised he's not remanded, to be honest with you, but
Well, he's got a bond of $800,000, but like there's no way he'll be able to come up with it.
Maybe not the
that's
whole,
somebody that I
but it's
grew up
only
with.
what, 8,000?
Huh?
yeah, what is the bail bondsman? It's like usually 10% you have to ante.
Yeah.
I think this is a cash only.
Cash only. Oh.
Just because of his charges, because some of it went all the way down to infant.
Wow.
And he got caught because he uploaded them to a missing and exploited child website.
Oh my God. What
Been
the
selling them.
fuck?
He had been selling those images for Bitcoin.
Wow.
So that's my little local piece of garbage.
I got some local today. It ain't nothing like that, but our middle school, we had a active shooter threat, and my sheriff was like, no, hell, we ain't the ones. This will not be like Uvalde. We will take down whoever we need to take down. This just happened.
That is
today.
so scary, Joneson. That's so scary.
I know.
At your middle school?
Yes. Yes, the middle school. I sent it to Queen because it won't let me, if I come off of this page and go onto my other page, it automatically mutes me, so I can't read it. But yeah, I sent it to Queen's email. It was a post that our sheriff put out.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it. So the short synopsis on the Kristen Smart thing was she was a Cal Poly State student who went to a campus party, apparently drank a little too much, was found passed out on a residence lawn.
That's right.
Just off campus. She was scooped up by two students who were taking her back to her dorm when a third student who knew the other two students popped in, and based on proximity of location in where they lived, Mr. Flores agreed to take her home on his own from there on out, at which she was never seen again. That was, she was declared dead May 25th of 2002. However, the incident happened May 25th, 1996, and despite 20-some odd years of investigation, on April 13th, 2021, Flores and his father, Ruben Flores, were arrested and taken into custody on suspicion of Smart's disappearance. Their homes were later searched, and investigators found numerous items of interest. The trial began July of 2022, so it didn't take that long once they actually got him to court. It took 20 years to do it, and found guilty on... one of them was found guilty on the 18th, and one was found guilty just now. So there you go. It makes me wonder, what the hell did you keep in that house for 25 years of hers? What the hell did you still have in that house after all this time?
Trophies.
Trophies.
God
exactly. They
almighty,
always take
dude.
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did y'all go look up what Dolly said about Nancy Grace and them? Did y'all go look at it?
What did he say?
No, ma'am. Bring that one out, Jones.
I can't do it because, like I said, it mutes me every time I leave the screen. But it's on his page, his community post, I
Let me
believe,
see
unless
what-
he
Here,
deleted it.
I'll go look it up real quick.
Dolly,
I emailed it to Queen. I emailed it.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought I got it already. Okay, I was over here checking emails. Fuck, I got a lot of emails that I didn't even realize I had.
Dude,
Girl,
I'm
if
gonna
I
tell
find
you,
something, I just send it.
God
I'm
almighty,
like,
if he ends
damn.
up like working with dude, Nancy Grace, what credibility you got left, sweetheart? It's going to go out the window.
God, she gets on my nerves.
I mean,
I don't know how she's gonna make Dolly not smoke pot while they're on the air. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
see
gonna
that happening.
happen. Uh-oh. Phone fell off.
Yep, that means officially this is the time to say a bunch of things that will get her sued. Okay, I'm joking. Anyway, I don't know.
They're salty when you need them.
Yeah, well, you know where he's at.
yeah, I haven't found anything. I'm on his community tab, man.
Oh, did he delete it? Okay, well, I can tell you where it was, who
Yeah, 'cause
reposted it. Hold on.
Now I haven't checked the Jimmy Jams, but Dolly Vision has kind of become the front runner now, and that channel surged. I mean, Jimmy Jams was pretty much dead in the water at 30K. Dolly Vision, when I made my way over there, had about 3,000 subs, and now it's at almost 30,000, 24.9, 25,000.
Chronicles of the Shady.
Oh, Chronicles of the Shady. Okay, I know who that channel is. Let me show. Chronicles of the
So he
Shady.
must have deleted it then.
Yeah, probably because he knows better. Like that's.
Let me see. What was the video? Is it like let me see. It's a community. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Already begging for more money, right?
Yeah, that was.
The point about the Kristen Smart thing is that 20 years ago.
Oh, I found it.
The internet wasn't what it is today, and if it took that long to get justice, wouldn't it be just as easy to harm a case by all of the social media and the internet digging that could potentially
it's
come
a double-edged
right back
sword.
All right, so let me see. So Chronicles of the Shady says in community tab, what the fuck? Not too good with your money there, Dolly Vision. Already begging for more, right? Buy that soap, people. Did you see my video of this dirty fingers, those lovely fingers package, and I'll allegedly make your soap? Yikes. I would love Nancy, and then it says, I would love Nancy Grace to do a story on you and Betty, bragging about your views, and so excited about the Court TV contacting you, allegedly. All about the kids, though, folks. And I think he actually copied and pasted his post, but it's a little hard to read from my JTV. Let me read it.
I've got it too. It's mushy, but yeah, I brought it up now too. It's bragging. That's what it is.
Let me read it. I am just going to say this one time. Take all videos of my content down and take my name out your mouth. I have moved on from fighting with you guys, but I will crush you in the court of law.
What are you reading?
Don't know how us picking on each other turn onto a all-out war for real. We'll take strikes off if you will. Just move on and leave me alone. And that is my word. You have a lot of people to F with. You don't need me. It's
way to go, Nancy. A modern day Shakespeare you just hired.
don't need me. It's a waste of cannonballs. And with that said, I will keep your names out my mouth. I-100 could take your ship down, but what would that really do? We had some good fights, but now it's time to move on. Do the right thing, girl. We don't got to hug it out or nothing. You go your way, I go.
That's all aimed at Savage.
Yeah, LMAO.
That's all Savage. Because
where did you see this?
He said it on James TV.
Well, it's on three. It's on three. She took screen caps of all three of his posts.
I believe you sent it to me too. It's the screenshot. The Chronicles of the Shady.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Oh, Jimmy Jam. He posted it. Absolutely. He posted the part about true crime on Jimmy Jam. She screen capped it. It says, this week alone, I've been hit up by Nancy Grace, the New York Post, and Court TV. Not a bad week. I'm only just now starting this true crime stuff. I know this. I need to update my gear like so bad. Hint, hint. There's the dry bag. But Dolly's, buy Dolly soap, people. And I need to get back from Georgia. So he's panhandling for airfare.
Yeah,
this
he's
asshole
trying to get back.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Just know just know, and I'm going to say this publicly, and Queen has no responsibility for this at all. I'm saying this on me. Come to my channel if you want to see it. I am telling you now, if I see your name, super chat this son of a bitch airfare, know that I will treat you like you have a channel. So you better start one. Start one now. Start you a channel. Because if I see your name light up orange, God forbid red, because that means you delved out at least $50, I will hammer you like your PewDiePie. Just know that I will rag you every time I see you. I will make fun of you in the chats. I will bully to the brink in which YouTube has to take yet another channel. Buckle up. It's going to get bumpy.
I'm about to
my God.
I'm
It
about to
makes you
donate
so
him money.
gross.
I need to donate him money to get back. We need to get him back, guys.
No, we don't. Us Georgians do not want them.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. He's y'all's now. Possessions
No,
9 to
hell.
little old sweetheart. Go dogs.
Guys, don't listen to these haters. Listen, Dolly is the greatest content creator out there. You need to buy his shirts, the free Lolo. You need to buy his soap and test it on yourself so he can get back from Georgia. Get to Georgia.
Georgia.
I didn't see Blowhorn wearing a hoodie, a free Lolo hoodie.
That's because she didn't want to pay for it.
What do you bet that they did not penny pinch or spare in their expenses? What do you bet they ate at Tybee Island while they were there? What do you bet that they blew money like it was going out of style, and now you can't get home?
Yeah, they act like oh, we have to pay for food, bro. You eat every day.
Hold up, y'all! It's YouTube payday. It's the 21st. Fuck that bullshit.
Oh, that's a good point.
That bullshit.
Oh, that is a good
YouTube
point.
payday. Don't be sending him your fucking money. He got his pay from last month. So didn't he last month off of Kylie Rodney just make 40 fucking grand according to Playboard? So if that's the case, why are they begging for fucking money?
Oh my fucking God.
And for the record, I am somewhat joking.
Their checks haven't hit yet. I don't think they hit till the 22nd, right?
Honey, my deposit was in my bank account this morning.
I'll never be monetized. I'll never know how it works.
You guys are haters. I can't stand this panel. You're always attacking Dolly. He's the greatest. He actually went down there and sat in a lawn chair and ate at like a restaurant every day
and had food delivered to him
to save the investigation and find Quentin. And also, he's selling shirts to free Lolo from the evil witch that is holding the dog captive. It's terrible. You people hate dogs and you hate children. You guys are terrible. Disgusting human beings.
I hate people that take advantage of others while lying.
Yeah, unbelievable. See, voices. You're always getting these like hot takes about caring about kids. Get the hell out of here. And this
for the record,
and this Will guy with his pig. I mean, enough said. He
won't address me at all. He acts like I don't exist.
Okay, you need to go back to your basement, Tim.
I'm in my basement right now, and that's where all his fans live, in the basement. We watch them. We have our own grow lights to grow our plants. So I'm just saying.
He won't address certain people, and he won't address me. I know. I can tell you exactly why. Because notice he doesn't want to fight with anybody. We ain't got to hug it out, but we ain't got to whatever he said. That's because he did the oldest trick in the book. He up-punched everybody, picked a fight with everybody. He came onto the scene and basically did the Twitch raid thing, which he did what he called love bombing, the Dolly bomb thing. That's because it kind of falls on the creator of said channel. If me and 200 of my friends come raid your channel, all hitting the like button, subbing up, and dropping super chats, if you block any of us throwing up hearts, you look like an asshole. So you kind of have to let it happen. And when you let it happen, all the people in your chat and your moderators are now going, hey, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate you doing the typical moderator thing you should do, being polite and courteous. It now promotes my channel. It promotes Dolly, so everybody then goes over and subs to him. So he built this channel and then picked fights with everybody for drama, but now that he's got 30,000 subs and making money, now he don't want to fight with you no more. Why is that?
Yeah. But while you're doing that, let's sell his soaps for him. We got to sell his soaps because we got to support our friend Dolly here. Dolly, let me read something for you. Dolly's luxurious lather bars are back in stock, guys. Go get them, guys. We have 2 brand new ones. The Dolly Molly bar in Tiffany blue and the scent in eucalyptus. Also, we have the Dolly Crunch Berry. The name says it all, guys. It smells like sweet bowl of Captain Crunch. Like, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to wash myself with
I was
Captain
about
Crunch.
to say the same thing.
Hey,
I mean,
can
I love
somebody?
Captain Crunch.
I'm pretty sure those are trademark infringements with Tiffany Blue and Cap'n Crunch.
Well, it
not
looks
even
like
just
you
that.
rolled it in a grocery store, like the oatmeal you
I
get
mean,
from
like,
grocery
His
store.
merch. Look at
Listen,
his merch in the background. It's been hanging up for months. It's got Chucky on it, Michael Myers, Jason.
yeah,
How
I
is
mean,
that
That's all
legal?
copyright and trademark
I mean,
infringement.
like,
And
you
your rule
guys,
number 1 of YouTube is you're held to local copyright standards. Sorry,
yeah,
POS
but
violation.
but guys, you know what? I mean, don't you guys agree that, whenever you come home to your special someone, that you want to smell like Captain Crunch, because it's like the most erotic thing to
When
smell?
you're,
Hey, baby,
Yeah, well,
you're
it's
gonna want to
great
get up
when
on
you're
this.
high. When you're high, it's
Could
great.
you
I
imagine
love
like somebody
Captain
like
Crunch.
Natasha Cooper taking a bath in that? Could you imagine how bad that Captain Crunch
That
would end up
is funny.
smelling?
That is funny though. That is funny though. However, when you think about the pothead antics to this, instead of cucumber melon and your traditional Bath and Body Works,
I
Bed Bath and
agree.
Beyond,
I
he
agree.
has your ass. He has your ass smelling like a bucket of chicken and a couple of happy Pop-Tarts.
Well,
Waiting,
Good.
hold on.
nothing said. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. It's me, Jay. I was gonna play the little super chat song
We
because
got
he
a
just sent
super
us like,
chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we got a super chat.
what?
I think we got a super chat.
We got a
Alright.
super chat, guys. Let's continue to sell. We got to sell this guy's soap. So let me
100%.
Wait, stop.
Luxurious
Stop.
lather bars will be given out to the next 5 super chatters
Yeah,
at
exactly.
$9.99 or more.
Yeah.
True
We'll
story,
be
man.
responsible for the
Oh.
$32.95 shipping and handling charges.
Look,
Exactly.
I
Wait.
agreed that.
We had enough of your bad talking, Dolly. We need to sell this man's soaps. So I'm going to continue reading this to sell his soaps because we need to get him home to Georgia because the devil's comes to Georgia. So whatever. Okay. Also, back to popular demand.
The gentleman went down to Georgia. He was looking for some soap to sell.
Exactly.
Oh,
He
hold
ran
up. I'm gonna
into
whip us up
Dolly
a
and Betty,
parody.
and they were looking to make a deal.
Exactly.
I can come up with a parody for this. I mean,
This has sold out both times. We have had it in the pink sugar. The ladies seem to love this one, and we have more of our best sellers in stock. The raspberry lemonade. This has to be my favorite. Okay, it smells like a nice summertime drink. We will sell out fast. We always do so. Don't delay. If you want a bar, get your order in today at this. I don't think he writes this. This is too legible. I think he has someone else write this.
he has rapper Jay write it, which is much better.
Why isn't it? Why does it not surprise me that a hobbit smells like a refreshing glass of sweet lemonade?
I mean, dude, I bet you that beard smells like BHB's ass crack and piss poor life choices right now. I'm telling you what, I bet that rental car, he lost all deposit in that rental car. You couldn't squeegee the funk out of that rental car. I am telling you, it smells like pot and 3-week-old porta potty.
Okay, let's read the ingredients of the soap. Soap ingredients: honey, oatmeal, shea butter, goat milk, olive oil, all natural essential oil.
It's all the shit he didn't eat for breakfast.
Olive oil, all natural essential oils.
All it's missing is Popeye.
Coloring. Candies are made with soy wax. And love by Dolly Love.
Oh, Christ.
Congratulations, folks. You're buying Dolly's leftover breakfast and lube. Really good work. You're doing fantastic. Way to go, my little sofa sleuths. You people are geniuses. You could barely find your own ass if it wasn't attached to you. You're fighting crime.
That shea butter, I bet it's just Crisco.
Oh, guarantee you, it's oh Lord, oh my God, and the community supports this. Like I said, if you're gonna give your money away, give your money to somebody that's at least providing entertainment. If you're gonna pay $50 a month for Sling, $50 a month for Netflix, give your money to Queen. Don't tell me this shit ain't entertaining. This is funny.
Like, let's listen to Sticky. She bought the soap. She says, "I bought my boyfriend Fruity Pebbles beard oil, and it smells really good." So she's a happy customer.
Oh my god, dude! I've got to get on my
Wait, did you
YouTube
buy
channel.
him Dolly's beard oil, or did you buy him beard oil from
He
a
wrung it out of his.
reputable source?
She probably
It
bought
just-
the beard. She probably bought Dolly's stuff before, and she said, "I want to make this at home." So she bought the beard oil, and she poured some fruit pebbles in there, and she mixed it up, and she had her boyfriend just wash it over, and that was the last of her boyfriend. The boyfriend left her the next day, probably. That was
Dear
probably
Photoshop people, I still need a boy in the bubble that can community tab, and I need somebody get me a llama with a beard on it.
Hold
Somebody
on, I got
get me a llama with a beard. If you can put Dolly's head on a llama, I'll take it.
Okay.
Photoshop it. Just
I'm feeling kind of spiritual right now. We're gonna Dolly llama it.
Dolly
I
llama.
got you. I got you.
I got something for you. We're gonna get all lathered up. We're gonna get soapy up
Can
in here.
BHP be riding the llama?
BHP
Oh,
riding the llama.
I promise you, she has jocked a many a mile on that llama. She's
Oh,
number 32 on the list. Guarantee it.
More miles than a set of Michelins after Talladega?
Here's the thing. It's funny that you said that because I'm literally right now at this very moment I can almost see the track from where I'm standing. Like, true story.
I have been there once.
Oh man, Talladega's wild, boy, up here. Actually, hell, it don't matter. I can out myself. The house I just lost, that would be a Talladega residence.
Okay, let's read more because I want to read more about that because we
Doesn't
need to
own me now.
We
Belongs
need
to
to
somebody
sell
else.
more Dolly stuff. Let me see. What's the next one? That was 3 weeks ago. It says, well, I know there's a lot of internet rumors going around that I don't make the Dolly soap. That's funny because I have 3 new soaps coming out. Dolly Molly Go Lightly Bar in Tiffany Blue. It has eucalyptus and peppermint smell. Also, Dolly's new Captain Crunch Berry Soap plus Savage Foot Scrub Exfoliator. It will scrub the skink right off of you.
And see, right there, he just said, let's
He
quit
took a
fighting
shot
with
at
Savage.
Savage.
But he takes a shot at Savage. That's some backhanded punk-ass shit. Either you want to continue the fight or you don't.
Well, and look, Molly and Savage have a long history. And what is he
True
doing?
that.
He's promoting. It's double shots.
See, I forget how long you've been around the drama side of things. I never even knew that. Somebody finally came to me and said, bro, Voices knows all that shit. You know, she's been around in DC a long time before she was doing, just TC too. She knows all these cats. And I'm sitting there thinking, when I first met you, you seemed so wholesome. I'm thinking, what the hell she doing in the drama community? Like, bro, you ain't watch Voice.
I never talked over there. That was my free entertainment. I've been out here since 2012, buddy.
Oh shit!
I was out here before they had live chats. I've been watching these things for years. This was my entertainment.
It's some of the things that people gave you shit about. It's actually why I liked you. I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
I got kicked out
she
of
said some outrageous shit. I like it.
I got kicked out last night for the whole thing that brought me into this community. I got kicked out of Savage's chat. I was there to support, and I was like immediately booted and blocked and told to get the fuck away.
Well, I mean, let's look at Betty's Bullhorn Betty's channel. Let's see.
Forgot
let's
about
see
the vaping thing.
We're about to hit 2 million
what is
views.
this?
I was gonna say there's a story I want to cover real quick, or we want to talk about it real fast. Before I'm gonna have to get off here shortly, and maybe we'll come back in tonight or whatever and hang out. But there's this family missing. Look, Michigan family of 4 missing after father calls 911 asking for police protection. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
What's the article?
Let's see here.
Actually, it seems like I heard about this more. I saw somebody share it.
It's like it's a really odd. It's like Solargos or something. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Here's the family. Here's the last place they were seen was at the gas station. Let me see. Here's the van. I'm gonna see if I can find their name. Let me see if I can forward you the article. Hold on. I'll put it in the private chat.
Dude, I got a Black Hawk flying overhead right now.
Oh shit!
That's because we were talking shit about Dolly. Now he's
yeah. Dolly finally got that airfare he was looking for.
All right, well, hold up, y'all, because if a fucking hobbit falls out the sky, you better know that there's a
I can hear it
behind.
You can hear the hell out of it. Yeah, it's close enough. You can hear it.
That's a Black Hawk flying overhead right
now.
now.
See Dolly's the last paratrooping down like Red Dawn.
Oh shit! We talk too much shit about the soap. Maybe one of the customers of the Fruity Pebble is like Biden or something.
Oh shit!
We should be able to see it in just a second.
Yeah, But let me see. The Michigan family of 4 missing. Let me see.
This already sounds like there was a story. I remember Mr. Ballin had told a little story about it some years
Okay,
back.
check the
Actually, I think it's
private chat. It should be in the private chat. But they're saying that the grandmother, the mom's mom, has dementia and that she's passing away of it. That the 2 boys have they're autistic, and that the dad was having mental issues, and that they could possibly be in harm. They're not sure. So I guess I don't know. That's why I said we need to look into this real quick before I got to jump off here because I'm curious about this. I put the article and the video in the back chat.
Yeah, it's
definitely a little more reasonable now because I was kind of wondering. I mean, 4 able-bodied guys, that looked like something you wouldn't carjack. I mean,
yeah,
okay,
it says here in the article 13, it says missing Sierra Glono family spotted at UP gas station. Law enforcement has lead on the whereabouts of the missing family of 4. The Sierra Glono stopped at a gas station in Gulliver, Michigan on Monday, October 17th. Michigan, USA, a family of 4 that has been missing since Sunday were spotted filling up their van in Michigan, Upper Peninsula. On Monday, law enforcement said Friday the Saraglonio family was last heard from on Sunday when family members said the father, Anthony, was acting paranoid. Friday afternoon, the Fremont Police Department said the family stopped at a BP gas station in Gulliver, Michigan on Monday between 10:40 a.m. and 10:55 a.m. Surveillance video shows Anthony, Suzette, and Noah and Brandon Saraglano buying fuel and food. Fremont police said one of the children tried to use a gas station phone to place a call, but it appeared to not be successful. And it shows like some sort of the surveillance camera. Authorities said the family is believed to have stayed in Iron Mountain between October 17th and October 19th. Then it has the interview on the YouTube channel of Fremont chief about the family. 13 on your side, contacted the gas station clerk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's videos, can you find a video and throw it up real quick?
There appears to be a video of the Sirigliano.
Yeah, let me just go to the actual
interview.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually find it on YouTube. One moment, and then I can just
see that all makes more sense now because I was just like I said, just rule of thumb: if you're going to carjack or something, you don't carjack something that's got 3, 4, 5 people in it, especially that are guys. You don't. This is probably a very weird story.
This
probably a very sad story.
This is him calling for help, and he left from home.
Mm-hmm.
They said they left the phones at home and all kinds of shit. The only phone they had was his. So they left him home. There was no carjacking involved. Like they just.
I got it on YouTube if you want it.
This is going to be a bizarre story when it ends.
Okay, share screen. Home tab. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 46 seconds. I will unmute on this and I will start it and mute on my side.
All right.
Your first last name for us? My name is Tim Rodwell, Tim, and Rodwell. Chief of Police. I am. Freeport? No, Fremont. Fremont, not Freeport. Yeah, not Freeport. No. Can you tell me? Do you have any updates on the on our family? So the campaign that we've had working with the media and trying to get the message out about Tony, Suzette, and the boys has seemed to work. We had contact early this morning from a BP gas station manager who believed she had seen the family on Monday, the 17th of October between 10:40 and 10:55. Since then, we've been able to obtain surveillance video and corroborated her belief. And we do, and we know at this point that Tony, Suzette, and the boys were in the gas station on Monday, October 17th. In Gulliver, Michigan. Gulliver, Gulliver. Is that in the Upper Peninsula? It is. It's a small village along US 2 on the southern side of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Have you personally seen this video? I have. Did they look distressed? Do they look okay, happy, sad? During the video, it looks like one of the boys attempted to use the gas station's telephone, but as far as distressed or any other issues, it's really ambiguous to that.
Did they buy gas? Did they get snacks, water? Did they buy a bunch of water, a bunch of food?
It looks like they filled or put gas into their minivan. So we do know that they at that time were driving the 2005 Toyota Sienna minivan. They had made some other small purchases as well.
Is that minivan registered to them?
It is.
Okay, because we heard yesterday from neighbors that it wasn't a vehicle they usually drove.
They had 3 vehicles inside the home, and the two others had been accounted for.
Okay. Do you know? They wanted me to ask. Sorry. Did Anthony have a record in North Carolina? Do you know of any of that?
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay. Do you know what direction they were headed when they were in the Upper Peninsula?
They were headed eastbound. So US 2 in that area sort of follows that southern border. So when we say eastbound, they may have been going on a northeast direction, but it was eastbound on US 2.
Got it. No indication of where they might be going at?
None.
Is there any indicator in terms of the direction that they would be going, like what the next potential places they would pass through?
So in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, this section of US 2 is between Manistee and what we'll call St. Ignace. It's a very rural area. I mean, there's a lot of the national forest, and I would describe it as a very rural area of Michigan.
Okay, because we have some viewers up there and stuff, so obviously the idea is if we can expect that they're coming to some next spots or something, we can begin to look at that. Has the investigation yielded any reasoning why they would go to the UP? Are they frequenters of the UP, or is this something that's just seemingly kind of out of the ordinary? I mean, just kind of what has been the idea behind it going forward?
The investigation really tends us to believe that, both Tony and Susie just really spent their time taking care of their boys and taking care of the elderly grandmother. We don't know of them taking a lot of, trips other than maybe a day trip to, somewhere near Fremont. But we don't have evidence of camping. We don't have evidence of trips overnight in a hotel or any pattern of behavior like that.
Does this feel spontaneous?
It does.
To go such a considerable distance and everything like that. So.
Yes, it does.
And the idea of them going eastbound or kind of northeast and everything, that takes them deeper into the peninsula, right? That doesn't let them kind of, come back down, or, just getting that directional map, I guess.
You'd have to look on the map to really get it, but it brings you closer to the Mackinac Bridge, which we all know is the only entrance to Michigan's Lower Peninsula from the Upper Peninsula. So it would lead me to believe they were headed that way.
I'm so sorry about that. I have news for you after this, but your press release, I guess, is corrupted.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's not great.
They asked us if you could resend it.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes. No, sorry about that. Just kind of talking with us and getting that out there. Obviously, it has been beneficial, right?
It's been great. One of the reasons I think we all live in Western Michigan is just that sense of community and that sense of helping each other out. And I think the Sirigliano family needs help right now. And the working with all of your resources and your counterparts has really been beneficial to try and paint a better picture of what's going on here and to get a message out.
Is there anybody else see anything or any other tips you may have received?
We received, I would say, approximately a dozen more tips, but we just cannot corroborate anything else. And some of the tips would involve what I would describe as ambiguous information.
So this was one of your first good, solid corroborated tips.
Correct. It was one of the ones where I could reach back and say I have video and I've looked at the video myself and can verify it. Some of the other tips have included, a possible gray SUV or a gray van in this, in this state or that state. And it's pretty ambiguous information.
Because how many silver minivans are there?
Right. When you start looking, you'll notice, they're everywhere.
Anything else we should have touched on?
I was just going to ask you for the last thing, like just in terms of now, I mean, this has been, such a fast-moving investigation, especially with kind of the media getting involved and everything like that. What is kind of your continued call to action as we reach kind of the height of it, and then as things start to develop? Like, what is just kind of your call to action to the community to like stay invested, stay involved, keep looking for these people? I just kind of wanted to hear from your side.
My view is we're asking the community just to help this family, and there's the Sirigliano family. From everything I can tell, is a very close family, and they're deeply concerned. And they have members of that family who live all around the country that are coming to Fremont because they are deeply concerned about everyone's well-being. I would ask that everybody in the community just continue the effort of letting us know when they see them and if they've heard from them. And lastly, if Tony and Susie can hear this, that they feel comfortable calling us and letting us know that they're okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Chief. Thank you so much for making.
Bundle up, Dolly. Michigan gets cold in the winter, brother.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where they're at. Well, that's pretty much where we're at with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm guessing they're probably like riding around, I guess. I don't know if he's having like a mental breakdown or what.
I know that our friend Gray has something going on about this. I know you said we were going to
end it soon.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, end it soon. So there's a place where you could go to get more information on this that's factual based. Yes, that's Captain Napkin. They thought he was going through some sort of a mental health crisis.
Well, anyway,
it makes you wonder, don't it?
Yeah. Everything makes you wonder.
I know, right? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off, and then we'll meet back here like 9 or 10 if you guys want to.
All right. You have a good one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got to get some stuff done. We got to go carve some pumpkins, and we're going to have a cookout, fuck off for a little while, and then I'll, come back on about 9 or 10 if y'all ain't doing shit.
All right.
Yeah, on this channel or the other channel? Well, it don't matter. I'm sub to the other channel now. I'll go make sure.
I was going to say both of them. Honestly, it don't matter. We can go on either one, really. That's up to you guys, really.
Yeah, and I just want to say one thing while we're gone. I'm going to try to.
I mean, how much shit we going to talk? If it's going to get real bad, we got to go to the other one.
Well, we need to wait. We need to wait to see what Blue Bacon comes up with at 5 Pacific with his stuff, because we might need to go to the other one.
That's
that would be 7 o'clock my time.
So I got to get my shit done so I can watch it.
All right.
Yeah, that's 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock. So it should be done by 9 or 10, you would think.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll meet back here about, I don't know, like 9 or about between 9 and 10. We'll say between 9 and 10, we'll meet back up here.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Sounds great.
Bye.
All right, bye guys.
Later, sweetheart. Later, everybody.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Bye, Jones, and I'll see you later tonight, baby, if you can get up here with us. Bye, guys. Make sure you go to Blue Bacon if you want to follow that shit show. Bye, y'all.